And we're live. The bar is back after an extended break.
Apparently.
For some reason.
which we will not go into. For good taste reasons.
For good taste reasons? Okay. All right. You
Is
do realize
good taste?
You do realize I'm the co-host of a thing called the Cunt Stream. I mean, good taste is not really in my pedigree.
Oh, you getting that plug in early, Samaj. Jesus, you went in dry. No foreplay, nothing.
He spent a lot of time in Manitoba, so he needed to get rid of some of the moistness.
Yeah. I'm playing moist from Manitoba. It's all good. It's all good. I didn't hear any screaming.
Sticky, apparently.
So. Yeah, you're telling us what gets you sticky off air, Samaj. It's fascinating. Do you want to tell everyone on air?
Well, I mean, it relates to our favorite subject of all time. But before I get into that, I'm obligated to inform everyone that this stream is brought to you by Tenga Eggs. Tenga Eggs. Go fuck yourself. Now for plugging.
You're not even giving them a break from the plugs.
Oh, no. I mean, it's my job to plug it in multiple times.
Oh, now I know why we replaced Russian Deadpool with him.
Look, all I'm saying. I wish I was drunk for this.
You're not planning on going to jail anytime soon, are you?
Oh, gee.
Because you're gonna give us a bad reputation.
No,
you lasted like a minute and a half.
Maybe.
I wasn't gonna last long. You knew it.
Yeah, I guess. So, I was informing these people that I recently came back from a visiting family in the wonderful province of Manitoba, and the thing about Manitoba is I swear to fucking Christ, this is where Omegon goes when he vacations in Canada, because it's a beautiful landscape and it's moist as fuck everywhere. It's moist.
It's just because you were there.
You know. Maybe it was just me. I mean, I'm from Alberta. It's fucking dry over here.
Your skin didn't know what to do. That's why it was sticky.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, my mom and my
secreting toxins had been holding forever in Alberta.
Well,
you have to leave the province to secrete the toxins.
Well, I went on this trip with my mom and my brother, and they were both saying the same thing. But we're all from fucking Alberta, where it's dry. And I didn't think it was dry. It's dry here.
Your whole family got sticky together, did they?
Oh yeah. I mean, it was like the what's that joke? Oh, the Aristocrats. Yeah, we enacted.
Disturbed.
Oh, Did you miss me? Did you miss me, Internet?
No. What was that?
It's me doing my job, cringing the fuck out of Lou.
You're supposed to take the Tangag off before you come on air.
Oh, yeah, it's the best way to plug it, though, Anon.
Well, I mean, yeah.
He's literally plugging it.
Yes.
When he's plugging it on air.
Thank you for explaining the pun. Nobody got it. We were all really confused for a second there.
Well, I thought you might be.
Yeah, it happens.
I was.
Cue the blonde. That's why I bring her. I'm not the stupid one anymore. But you make better sandwiches, so it's okay.
Meh. Everything tastes better when you serve it with a side of tits.
It's true.
Tits are the most useful thing out there. I mean, you can eat off of them. You can play them like bongos. You can sleep on them. Multi-purpose.
Oh yeah, I use them to hold stuff all the time.
Oh yeah,
like,
me too.
If I don't have pockets, like it's going in my tits.
Well,
but not money, because that's gross.
Wow, I don't know about that.
Not because tits are dirty, but because money's fucking dirty. Do you know money has shit on it?
Yeah, a lot
I don't
of
want
things
shitty
have
boobs
shit on it.
Well, I don't shove them in my tits.
Well, when I put singles in my bra, I suppose I'm just gonna live out that Cleveland steamer fetish.
Oh man,
May as well get it over with, I guess, if you're making money. You're cheap for the shit stuff, are you? It only
I only
costs
carry
$1.
I legit only carry cash for tips. Like I don't carry cash for anything else. Like,
Do you spend a lot of time at strip clubs?
oh yeah, all the time. I like to
Male
snap
or
their
female
G-strings.
strippers?
Either or.
How did I know the answer to that already?
I had a friend who used to do hair at the strip club, and like she'd always call me and be like, "You should come here," and I'm like, "Why the fuck do you want me to come here? Watch you do stripper hair?"
I
And
don't
she's
know
like,
why.
"Well, I'm not doing it on them. It's just their wigs," and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
I hope you have lots of spare Tenga eggs, Samaj.
Okay, now I'm just picturing a woman braiding like pussy hair for some reason.
Merkins.
Oh no!
Speaking
Already.
speaking of the Tenga eggs, I was so super disappointed because earlier today, it's the first day of this anime convention going on, and one of my goals was, because now that I get to walk around instead of sell stuff, I thought, well, hey, I might as well get something I don't usually get, and they usually sell those blind bags, those grab bags, and there's always this one vendor who will sell hentai bags. And in those things are usually Japanese porn-related stuff and Tenga eggs and other related things. I thought, hey, I'll try this out. All sold out. Everywhere. Everywhere.
No Tanga eggs at your convention. That's terrible.
I know.
It's a good thing you packed at least 4.
Well, I couldn't bring it with me. I don't know if
Why not?
Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but anime conventions are filled with a bunch of fucking weebs, which are a bunch of goddamn teenagers, and they're fucking everywhere. And I didn't really notice because I'm usually like selling the shit behind the table. Not this year. This year, I'm walking around, fucking kids everywhere.
You're a civilian.
It's so awkward. It's so awkward. They're all wearing such terrible costumes.
So you took the Tanga egg off after the first day, I'm guessing.
I didn't want to get arrested, so I didn't bring any at all, which is the first.
Well, I mean, with all the
gone
jail bait
dressed.
there, you didn't need them.
You should have gone dressed as a Tenga egg.
That's only one step above from wearing one of those one of those bear costumes, the pedo bears. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Baymax kind of looks like a Tanga egg.
Baymax is really weird. I took a picture like at Disney, and there were 3 of us. So my 2 friends they're like standing on the side by his arms, and this girl's like, "Why don't you just kneel down in front?" So like my head is like right in front of where Baymax's dick was, and I just like kind of turned to the side, stuck my tongue out, and she's like, "That's inappropriate." I'm like, "Oh, fuck off, Disney." Like, you're the one who put my head in his crotch. What did you expect?
Let me see if I guess. She refused to take the picture like that, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. She made me like stop. She's like, "Turn around and smile. We can't have these here. It's a family establishment." I'm like, that thing looks like, don't even.
Looks like a giant marshmallow with limbs. Or
It's
Tanga
like
egg.
if the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man and the Michelin Tire Guy like had babies.
Yes,
That's Baymax.
actually, it is. It's true.
And he's all marshmallowy. I don't know. I mean, I like the character well enough, but that movie was so fucking progressive. It was almost cringy.
Yeah, but when he's running out of batteries, I could watch that's those couple scenes of that movie over and over again. drunk robots everywhere.
Oh wait.
Well, they've like changed the laws or something now with animated movies. You can't have drunk people. So like
Why
Baymax
not?
is well, you're not supposed to have like tobacco and alcohol and any of those related things. It's now a no-no for animated movies. It's been so fucking whitewash. Not, I shouldn't say whitewash. It's
I was
made
gonna
like
say that's the wrong.
that is. Well, all right. It's been nannied to death.
That's it.
It's so fucking bad watching Disney movies now, and I'm just trying not to call it out.
I mean, they're still good, most of them.
Oh, they're great movies. They're great storytelling stuff, but
There's
I
nothing
remember-
adult. There's nothing for the adults anymore.
well,
There's no like backhanded sex jokes and.
But see, here's the thing. But then, like, people get away with, like, teaching kids, like, fucking queer kid stuff. She's like, let's teach kids about queer shit. But we can't throw, like, a double entendre into a Disney movie. Like, are you fucking serious? But then everyone's like, she's a hero. No, she's a fucking weirdo.
She's sexualizing toddlers. Good for her.
Yeah. I mean, what is that? I watched her video about consent, and I'm like, as doing what I do for a living, I just... God.
Tell everybody
I was
what
like,
you do for a living.
I'm a behaviorist. I work with children. So
what kind of children?
I work with super ghetto children. So I work with
super ghetto children. That's a great name. That's a great name for a comic. Samash? Copyright
super
that, man.
ghetto.
Yeah, we
Super
would have
ghetto
we would have a great comic. I mean, a lot of my kids are like super underprivileged. They have like a lot of home life issues. Some of them don't have homes. Some of them, their parents are not doing the most legal things for jobs. Some of them sell their kids to some of their clients. It's bad. And like, so when you have somebody like this who's standing up there talking about consent, like, here's your teddy bear, you can share it with a friend if you want. It's the same as giving a hug. And then I have my kids in class sitting there and they're like, it's okay to do this. I'm like, it is absolutely not okay to do this. Your clothes should be on all the time. Like, what is happening? Like,
No stripping.
But like, I mean, then everybody's like, it's so great because, kids can understand the concept of consent. Yeah, they sure can. Absolutely. But what you need to do when you have a child and you're trying to teach them about consent is, this is my body. We have like a little, like rhyme with, stop, don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. And you're like, I mean, like, this is what you do with kids. You can't just equate, like...
I want you to be my teacher forever.
You can't just, like, equate, like, sharing a toy with sharing your body, because they're going to go, well, it's okay to share the toy, because I like sharing, and sharing is good. And my teacher tells me that I should share, and I get stickers when I share with my friends. And then here's this old guy on a park bench, and he's like, it's okay, Johnny, come sit on my lap. I have a boner. Yeah, that's fine. It's totally cool. It's just like sharing, because I'm making that choice. It's like, listen, chick, like, you have no background in child care or behavior or anything. Like, why are you telling people this? And then going and saying, like, we're trying to bypass their parents by, like, sliding under the radar and just getting on their YouTube. Yeah, dude, I find my kids on that shit, and, they go from there to porn sites. And I'm like, you're 6. What are you doing?
That's it. We need to get you and Lindsay together.
Oh, God.
I think she would run
like,
scared from any behaviorist anywhere.
Because she doesn't have to see the fallout from that shit. Like,
she's creepy. She's creepy. The shit she tells children is creepy.
And like things like when you're dealing with kids and you're like trying to explain transgenderism or drag queens, it's like people in a costume. Like, it's oversimplification, and they ask questions. That's what they do. So like then they see things like that and they come in and they're like, why is this guy wearing a dress? And you're like, oh geez. Great.
How do I explain this? He likes to play dress up outside.
Raise up your hand and they're like, teacher, what's a bear? And you're like, oh, it's an animal. And they're like, no, like when it's a guy. And you're like, what the fuck? Ugh. I had some kid sit on the toilet and then ask me, like, he's like sitting in there and he goes, do you think my girlfriend would give me a blumpkin? And I'm like, what the fuck do you even know about that? Like, I
don't even know what that is.
Oh, you don't know what a blumpkin pie is.
It's when you're sitting on the toilet taking a shit and your girlfriend's sucking you off.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I didn't need to know that. I could have gone my entire life without knowing that.
there are definitely times where I'm like Urban Dictionary, like, what the fuck did that kid just say? Like, and then like when you find it out, you're like, oh man, ugh.
I know that from Howard Stern, so
Please
Sure.
don't Google things kids say.
Kids
You're gonna
say
be
the most.
Not my kids. Other
Kids
kids,
say the
you know, the
darndest
little
things.
innocent ones.
Is there
Kids just
such a
say the-
thing as innocent kids anymore?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I
Don't
think
fucking lie to me.
I mean,
Go to public school.
a lot of it's like environment, but good God, like, and then like you watch that, I'm just
Are
like,
you
why are
okay?
you telling that? It's so irritating. Like, why are you telling these kids to just give their bodies like a teddy bear? Like, the fuck are you even talking? Like, how
Hey,
high
man.
were you? Like, how much
Free
fucking
sex and
crack
love.
did you
Come
need to
on.
smoke before you're like, I'm a theater major. I'm gonna tell kids to give away their bodies. Like, what the fuck? What?
How much money on her being a secret member of Heart Progress?
Oh, she's fucking humping that teddy bear that she's got over there. Like, that's why it looks so goddamn ratty.
Please tell me she gets the girl that now moves him to help her.
She just leaves the hand inside. Every now and then it slips out from the like tongue hole. I just, ugh.
Oh fuck.
I have so much to say about that. Like,
So she's definitely fucking the teddy bear, is what you're saying to me.
oh yeah. I mean, look at how like ratty and disgusting it is. Like, why do you think it got that way?
Do you think it's
She's
crusty?
like, she's like, oh, ugh. At some point it was moist.
oh man.
I think we've traumatized both of the men.
no, I'm enjoying this. Keep going.
What
Take
is
it
that?
easy
Do you
on the
remember
teddy
that? What is it that that little porno where they're like, shake that bear?
Oh,
No! Of course Samaj knows what you're talking about.
isn't it that fake reality porno thing where it was like
Yeah.
a bachelorette party and the guy would be like wearing a bear head and he'd strip for
Yep.
them and then the girls would blow him and all that. Like that's clearly a fake bachelorette party.
Hey, you know what? Whatever bearing
I
has
mean,
to
it's
do with
porn.
money is none of your business. Seriously,
Fair enough.
somebody needs,
YouTube, the
somebody
YouTube
needs to
apocalypse
send-
hits hard.
somebody needs to send me that so I can Photoshop his head onto it. I'll post it to Twitter. I don't give a fuck if they flag me.
It'll be that person.
Which
like,
one?
I'm like trying to think. I don't remember. There's like one person that's like always like irritated about all that sexual shit. I can't remember.
Is it a
Well,
is it a
there's
guy or a girl?
Mm-mm. I'm pretty sure
It's a girl.
but it's like a rando.
Because
I
I
don't know if
know
it's on your
I know
page or if it's just
T-Bane
on my
gets
page
very
from that.
uncomfortable.
No, I don't know who that is.
T-Bing, oh, she's awesome, but
She gets
she's
very uncomfortable about sex.
yeah. I don't know why.
Well,
She's
then
just
she
a
should
prude.
probably not be any place around me. 'Cause
Oh man, I sexually harassed the fuck out of her.
HR complaints all day, every day.
That's because you go to work without underwear.
I go everywhere without underwear. That's fucking discrimination.
Commando discrimination. There should be a thing. We need a law.
Yeah, you can't discriminate against my commando-ness.
I can and I will.
Son of a bitch. That's alright, I'll just take you to court. It's fine. It's perfectly
You'll
fine. It's
lose.
natural.
It's gonna be tits versus tits, and I think I'll win.
It's gonna be tits versus tits, but tits wearing underwear and tits free out there just hanging out in the breeze like,
Hey, we said underwear, not bras.
bras qualify. I'll
Do
walk
not.
straight into court looking
Naked.
like Miley Cyrus in a pair of pasties that says "Do it."
I think I'll win. If I cry, I'll win.
Nah.
Oh yeah.
I look like a Barbie doll. If I cry, everybody feels bad.
Damn it! How do we determine the winner?
I'm writing this down as a script for a porn movie, so I'll have it finished by the end of the day.
Lesbian porn sets place in courthouse.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's never been done
Yeah.
before, where one woman fucks the other with the gavel.
We'll call it something like Law and Hoarder or something.
That's good.
Overturn
Oh man,
that ass.
it's totally setting up for an orgy. Of course, you know the jury gets to take a turn.
When the loser or the winner?
Both.
How many spin-offs can you do? Like,
Also, how do you think they judge who's guilty?
Ah. How many dwarfs?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think everybody just wins.
It's probably true. Yeah.
Ah.
No fucking midgets, you weirdo.
I didn't say midgets.
No, the Kool-Aid Man has a boner for midgets, and I think he has a
I do
problem.
not have a boner for midgets.
You do, dwarves. Sorry.
That's more like it.
You have a problem.
You should have been in New Zealand then. That's the spot for that.
The hairy feet.
Yeah, just go right over to the Shire. I'm looking for some hobbits and their dwarven friends.
They'd probably be okay with it. We should ask Danny.
I'll tell you this much. I talked to a couple people from New Zealand, and they're fucking getting sick of the Hobbit jokes. They are just like, they're like,
Everybody is sick of the stereotypes surrounding their country. They need to suck it up and deal with it like everybody else.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm American, so I'm pretty fucking proud of our stereotypes of being the fucking best.
Of being retarded? Like literally retarded and Christian?
I mean, I also happen to
Those
live
are
in
the best
Florida.
stereotypes.
with-
I'll take the maple syrup chugging and the boots over
Oh,
the
please! You guys had the Great White North. That was way worse.
I'm okay with it.
The two brothers, and they fucking putting mice in beers to get free ones. Like, yeah.
I'm okay
Yeah,
with
not
it.
only that, you guys got the Trailer Park Boys. Don't even start with me, Canada.
But are you dissing on the Trailer Park Boys? Man, the internet's gonna kill you.
Fucking love the Trailer Park Boys.
See?
I live in Canada here, and I fucking hate that show.
Oh,
Samaj,
I
so do
know,
I.
right?
But just I'm giving her a hard time, okay? I wanted her to admit it.
yeah.
And she
I mean,
did.
I play hockey
So
and I
won.
get drunk, and
Ruining.
I won because I hate the Trailer Park Boys because I hate everything awesome because I'm Canadian.
It's true. We do. We're
I know.
boring. I'm sorry.
Wait, holy shit, are you Canadian?
I mean, you guys, props. Am
No,
I
she's
Canadian?
No,
Oh,
never
she's
mind.
very upset now.
Sorry, I had to double check that. I was getting confused.
Absolutely not.
Samaj, we've both apologized to her within a minute.
Did we? Fuck. I mean, I mean,
America.
you cunt. Yeah, there we go.
Give it 5 minutes, one of us will apologize again.
That's because you're
Sorry.
Canadian. That's all the Canadians do.
It's
They're
true.
so polite.
I don't know.
My
if I'd say
defensive,
so.
my defensive partner on my hockey team is Canadian. I fucking love that guy.
Does he hit people?
Yeah, I mean it's hockey.
Well, then he's not very
He's an
Canadian,
awesome
is he?
defenseman, though. Well, he does say sorry after he's done.
He's
I'll
gonna
never-
knock teeth out and then apologize. That
Yeah,
sounds
like,
like a
over there,
Canadian
he,
hockey
like-
player.
Toss somebody into the corner, and then he's like, "Sorry, bud," and I'm like, "Jeff, what the fuck? Just keep going." He's like, "You're ruthless," and I'm like, "Why are you apologizing to him? Leave him alone."
And yet somehow
can get up,
Canada
big boy,
still
you're fine.
wins the gold every year in the Olympics for hockey.
Yeah, that's because you guys
Even
got
with all the
Sydney.
apologizing.
Sidney Crosby goes over and blows the ref before every game.
Oh, he's okay with it.
Yeah, he's got those sweet vagina lips. Why wouldn't he be?
He really does. They're beautiful.
I know. Ugh.
Don't be
another
jealous
one.
of his vagina lips.
I have
You
regular
wish yours
vagina,
were that
so
pretty.
pass. Hard pass.
Don't lie to me.
Ugh. I had my sister had this roommate in college. We went up to visit her, and she's got this giant, like, wall-to-wall poster of Sidney Crosby, and I'm like, what is that? And she's like, we had to put it in the living room because he's my future husband. I was like, oh, God.
That's
Why don't you just...
uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm like, it's like we're sitting there watching TV, and it's fucking Sidney Crosby staring at it. I'm like, I can't do this. I'm sorry.
Does she stick one of those fucking lick and stick dildos on him?
What she did in her spare time, honest to God, was none of my business. I was like,
it's gonna be propped back up with a hockey stick soon because it's gonna be bent in the middle.
She probably just put that butt end of the stick in through the wall. And
oh, hey, whatever works.
What are you doing? This is Sidney Crosby's game use stick.
Oh, that reminds me. In female prisons, they actually put round discs on the end of everything that's phallic shaped. You laugh, but I'm not joking.
Do you know what else I found out about prison today? That the uniforms in prisons, at least in Georgia, have the words Bob Barker on them because he makes prison clothes.
Oh,
Really?
God bless Bob. God bless Bob.
Yeah.
Barker.
I was shocked. I'm like, so not only does he spay and neuter pets, but he clothes the inmates. What a good guy.
He is. Why isn't he spay and neutering inmates?
That would probably
combine his two great loves.
That may or may not put me out of a job, so.
Hey, oh well, actually, no, that's true.
I know.
Hey, wait.
I was like, that's a great idea. And then I was like, wait a minute.
Half of your kids' parents aren't in jail.
Economically, that's terrible for me. I mean,
what?
Close. Probably a lot.
Most Either of them are.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's depressing. Stop talking about crack babies.
I mean, I'm just saying, economically, neutering the inmates is a terrible idea for me, so...
But it's a great idea for their spawn.
I take good care of them. They're fine. I feed them.
One of them knows what getting head on a toilet means, but they're fine.
That's not from me.
I take good care of them, really.
You should have seen the look on my face. I was just like, what? Like,
you had to look it up, didn't you? Please tell me I wasn't alone.
Unfortunately not, because I had learned that particular term from being in the locker room playing hockey, and one of the guys said it, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And they were all laughing, and I'm like, you dicks. You're not going to explain that to me? Like, and they're like, oh, it's okay, Blondie, you got it, it's fine. And I'm like, it's really not. Like,
hey, Nick,
what do you want from me?
No.
Nick, have you ever had blumpkin pie?
Blumpkin pie? What, you mean like have I eaten a piece of shit after it came out of someone who was getting a blowjob? Because that's what a blumpkin is, buddy.
Wait, can you make pie out of it?
Well, yeah,
I mean, can you make pie out of everything? So
yeah, I was gonna say you can make pie out of anything.
I mean, because I like pie.
Speaking of pie, the pie that I'm going to talk about
all
is
right,
nothing
Jason
like
Biggs.
this. The pie that I'm going to talk about is nothing like this disgusting blumpkin pie that you guys are talking about. It's called, we call it pie. We have it twice a month. We try to have it twice a month here in Edmonton. It's known as Politically Incorrect Edmonton. And I'm trying, it's sort of a meetup of shitlords here in Edmonton twice a month. So
is that a plug, Nick? Is that a plug?
Is it a
How
plug?
often do you guys get shut down, though?
Everybody you invite just shills themselves. Fuck.
Good. Damage?
Good.
What? Oh,
it's been 30 minutes. Come on.
Oh, has it been? Oh, I mean, Tenga eggs make wonderful products that every man can purchase. Because I guarantee you, when you get yourself a Tenga egg, it's not going to ask for child support afterwards.
What do you like? Put it up your ass? What do you do with those things?
No, it's like
you fuck it.
You fuck it. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
It's a male.
Come on,
it-
you didn't make it simple.
It's a masturbatory aid for guys. It comes from Japan.
Putting things in your ass could be masturbatory aids for guys. What?
Yeah.
That's true,
Yeah.
but
It's not
this is
super
the thing.
simple.
This is the thing you fuck. It doesn't fuck you. You fuck
Does it
it.
make sandwiches though? Simone?
Gotcha.
That's what we need to know. Does it make sandwiches?
When you get the sex
Well,
robots
I
for the
mean, I mean, eggs are the main ingredient of mayonnaise, but this is not mayonnaise.
I was gonna
I
say
mean-
you don't want to eat that mayonnaise.
Although,
You could.
I mean,
You could.
there are worse things.
look,
That's
gargling
true.
mayonnaise, I tend to think is a woman's pastime, but unfortunately,
Ew.
You don't gargle.
if she loves you, she'll gargle.
I just had a
Every
Just had a
wedding,
mental
every wedding
image of,
ring in
like-
existence needs that engraved in it.
Is that the test, Samaj? Is that your test to see if they love you?
I just
Is
had
this why you haven't
literally
been
like
laid
the
in years?
grossest.
Legend is my tale is legendary amongst most women, which is probably why they stay away from me. I'm a very passionate but demanding lover.
I like you.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
Mush.
and my brother just walked in and he heard me. You fucker.
I heard him. That was weird. Oh man, you don't want your family finding out about your fucking internet existence, Samaj. That would ruin you forever. I don't think he can hear me right now either, which is wonderful.
Ugh, when he said fucking the mayonnaise, I had the grossest mental image of like every disgusting celebrity feminist just like gargling jars of mayonnaise in a kitchen together. Like fucking
Well, they're not making sandwiches with it. That's for
Like,
fucking
Yeah.
sure.
Lena Dunham and Amy Schumer, and they're trying to figure out how to make a sandwich, and they're like, I think we do this. Ugh.
We should
That's
get
so-
them to do that for charity.
Oh my god.
Gargle
that's
mayonnaise.
Yes.
For
That
a
sounds like a-
women's charity.
Do it.
Gargle for
Start a
breast
Twitter
cancer. We'll
campaign.
tweet out at Chelsea Handler.
Do it. You've got the followers. Do it. I'll retweet the
Just
fuck
send it-
out of that.
Just send them out.
Gargle mayonnaise for breast cancer because breast cancer
We have
needs
to-
more fucking money.
We have to find some like kind of like I don't know, catchy phrase like I don't know.
Oh come
It'd
on.
be cool if like boobs had like something that began with a G, you know?
Jumblies.
I think that's a J.
Wait, that's not a G. That's a J. Fuck. Sorry, I
I
can't
know.
pronounce Jiff either.
I don't know how to say it, so I just like refuse. They're like,
Honestly,
yeah, that, and I'm like, mm.
the fucking creator says Jif, so I like peanut butter.
Peanut butter's delicious.
Exactly. So Jif.
Oh my god, we could call it condiments for cunts.
But then we'd have to switch it to cervical cancer or something.
That's all right.
Yeah,
we
that's
can do that.
fine.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
it's
I'm
totally-
actually I'm extra down for that for obvious reasons.
Here we go.
That
Are
could
you
work.
actually tweeting it out at them? Because I will retweet it.
Hold on, I have to figure out how to.
Everything.
Let's see, who is this? At Lena Dunham. At
You need to find a
How-
GIF of mayonnaise jars or something, though.
how fucking fast do you want to bet that this account gets shut down though?
It
They'll
won't.
be like, did you seriously tweet out cunts at me?
They
you
won't
are a
even.
cunt,
They're
yeah.
not even gonna see it. I mean, depends how many times it gets retweeted. But
I mean-
if it doesn't get a lot, they're not gonna see it.
Tess Holiday blocked my ass. Let's
Who
see,
did?
America Ferrera, Tess Holiday, that fat ass Model.
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised. You showed her that you were slender and sexy. She got triggered. How dare you show her your body, you disgusting harlot. She's gonna be jealous for the rest of her life now. Her and her fucking diabetes.
Oh,
I
God.
love Fad for that, by the way.
All right, so here we go. Hashtag condiments for cunts. Gargle away, bitches. At Lena Dunham.
You gotta put something in there for cervical cancer. Something.
Yeah, I'm getting there. It says feminists against HPV. Let's get it done.
There you go.
That actually sounds genuine now.
It does. It does.
That way, when they block me, I'll be like, "You whores hate cervical cancer charities."
Oh, I asked Steve Shives if his wife would like to submit a video for the 4Men channel, and he fucking blocked me like immediately.
That guy has had me blocked for like ever, and I have no idea who he is. And then all of a sudden, everybody's like, Steve Shives, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? So I typed it in. I got some fucking redhead guy, and I was like, is this who you're talking about? And they're like, no. And I was like, this is the only one that pops up. So then, like, I went to the like somebody sent me the Twitter handle name, I guess, and I went to that, and I was like, oh, I'm blocked. I have no idea who this fucker is. Like,
you follow the wrong people.
He's got the Crosby vagina lips too.
Oh my god, and they're always wet.
Yeah, probably from all the salty dicks.
He does love chicks with dicks.
That's what happens. It's too salty. It's just you gotta overcompensate a little bit.
It's too. Oh, he's sucking on unwashed chick dicks.
He's a dribbler.
Oh, it's all downhill from here.
I came back to quality is what I did.
You came back to dribbling.
Some people just can't help it, you know. Gotta get him a book on how to be a professional dick sucker.
You don't let any out, ladies.
I like to air it out.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. So you like open your mouth and then wait for a second before you swallow?
No, you said I don't wear underwear. That's why I said I like to air it out.
Yeah, but it's always moist. There's no air getting in there.
You can't. It is a problem.
I understand.
I'm just so horny all the time. I don't understand girls who are like, I'm never horny. I'm like, really? Because I'm horny right now. You said it, and I was like, ugh. Had to bite my lip for a second.
We've all seen the fucking gif of you in your cute little dress, all fingers a curling.
I know. I didn't even like. That was ridiculous.
Oh, you haven't. This is why you should get on Twitter, old man.
Oh my god.
More. I'll just start tagging you in her stuff. You'll be thoroughly entertained.
Oh my god. I can't believe, like, after I watched that and I was like, what
Did
the
I just
fuck
do
is
that?
my finger? Oh my god, I'm trying to masturbate, aren't I?
I thought you did it on purpose. For
No,
obvious reasons.
I absolutely did not. I was like really kind of appalled, and then I was like, you know what? It's
too late now. Several people have downloaded it. It's too late.
Yeah, I'm like, I just was like looking at, I was so enthralled with my tits, I completely missed what my fingers were doing, and I was like, god damn it.
Until somebody pointed it out.
I'm like, why are my fingers always in my snatch? Doesn't need to be there.
Yes, it does.
It can handle it on its own.
You know what? Do what it tells you.
It's just so warm and nice.
Who's fucking a door?
Oh,
Not
no.
me.
Oh, Nick was fucking a door.
I'm
Sorry,
trying to remember
guys.
I'm trying to remember who the guy was that mentioned that said that girls are women and girls are like far more hornier than boys and men, just because they have an organ that's strictly devoted to sex, and that would be the clit.
Wait, what?
Yeah, well, the clit. The
What
clit
about
has
the prostate? Does it do anything else other than produce sperm and make orgasms?
But it's so far inside of your ass.
It gets cancer.
It does get cancer,
It
but
does
so
get
does
cancer.
so do vaginas. So
Fair enough.
wait, is there specific clitoral cancer though?
I know. I'm sure
We need to
there
start a
is.
charity for that.
Where's Faye? She would know.
Where's Fad? We need her.
Is there a charity for clit cancer? That's what I want to know. If not, why not?
Because we haven't
That's
started
what
it yet.
Condiments for Cunts is all about.
That is on Twitter, by the way. I've retweeted it. Everybody else should. We're trying to get something off the ground, people. It's for a good cause. I don't know what it is, but it has cunt in it.
I swear to God, if we can do this like the ice bucket challenge and make some of those fucking whores gargle condiments, I will be so happy.
Yes, please. Also, why did I look at the chat and see it makes you pee a little when you shit?
It kind of does. I mean,
Are you talking about the prostate? Like, everybody pees a little bit when you shit. I think that's pretty normal when you're pushing.
fair enough.
Things change as you get older. Because here's the thing that I've come to realize.
Are you teabagging the water so much?
No, well, here's the thing. It used to be that I'll just sort of sit down and take care of business all at once. Just let my junk hang down and it'll just relieve itself. As I get older, my testicles keep getting lower and lower and lower, and as a result, it pulls my dick up. So if I try to sit down and take care of all the business, I'll feel water trickling down in front of me. It's because I'm literally pissing up.
Is it true, Samaj, that you tuck one of them into your sock?
No, I haven't gotten that far yet.
So are we just sitting around talking about blumpkins and pissing ourselves, or like do we?
Yes.
That's what we normally do on this show.
Gargling.
Okay. This show is called
We're
The
trying
Bar,
to start a charity called
not
Condiments for Cunts.
not intellectual rigor. If
Yeah,
you
no,
want
fair
that,
enough,
it's not
fair
here. Do you
Yeah,
go to
I
a
think-
bar and hear anything else?
And I figured, well, I mean, it depends. I mean, I've gone to a lot of bars after a lot of events with like Karen Strawn and a bunch of other people, and we do talk about some, with things a bit. I mean, so conversations about Blumpkins will come up. It always does, but in civilized society. But we talk about other things. I'm not complaining. I was just wondering. So, like,
Sometimes we round about to something serious, but it doesn't last long.
Yeah, we tried serious topics, and then it just went to eating placenta. So,
oh yeah.
It did the
Okay.
first
I know
time.
about that. Yeah. Okay. So I had dirty sex with this girl. I'm like 32 now. I was 18 when this happened, but yeah, she also had sex with a like a total like feminist. And I had heard that this girl who she and I had a mutual lover, that her family ate the placenta of one of her siblings when they were born. Like they sat around the table and they all ate it together. Like I've heard of like mothers eating the placenta after they're born.
I saw that on the Kardashians.
Yeah,
Were they German?
I think they might have been.
I think we've just got the bar bingo because we've talked about Tanga eggs and eating placentas, and
You actually brought it up this time. It wasn't even my fault.
There is one thing we heavily missed, the most important aspect, and that would be the bags of milk.
bags.
God,
I fucking hate you. I've never seen a bag of milk in my life.
You see them
had
every
bags of
fucking
milk.
day, you cunt.
They're the
called
I've never
best.
seen. Well, okay, mine aren't lactating, asshole.
Well, they could.
They could,
Yeah.
but they won't.
If you stop being stubborn and just push out a kid already.
Hey, fuck Nugget. He got a vasectomy.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
Let's
it's
be honest.
done. It's too late.
Well, that, and you never wanted them anyways. Greedy,
No, thank
greedy
you.
little brats.
I mean,
No, because they ask you stupid shit like, "What's a blumpkin?" and you're like,
also, what's a bear? Apparently,
Yeah.
"Oh
Well,
my god!"
is a hairy gay faggot.
Yeah.
Intellectual conversations is a little hard to have with a 6-year-old. I'll admit.
You don't
I mean,
go
I
to
don't know how
preschool for
intellectual a blumpkin
intellectual.
is, but all right.
Well, I didn't know what a fucking blumpkin was.
I'm supposed
Oh
to
yeah,
be.
you ever heard of a
I'm
rusty
supposed to be the dumb
trombone?
one.
I know
This
what
is
a
an
rusty
intellectual
trombone is. Thank you very much.
Cool.
No.
I posted a link to that. I
Heard of some pretty dirty ones.
We need to invent something and call it the Shives.
Oh God.
You do, but
Well,
it
I
has to
think-
involve.
is
It
that
has
when
to
your
involve
is that when
shit.
your wife
Yeah.
wife fucks somebody else, or
That's
is that
what I was
the
gonna say.
Onision?
You have no
Uh,
idea how accurate that is.
I was gonna say anything that we can come up with for Shives is already called, cuckoldry. Like,
Well,
True.
how
His
about
wife is a fucking monster. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen her, but I actually think she's a troll that crawled out of from under a bridge. Troll. Have you seen her?
yeah, she's
No,
pretty.
No.
she looks like an animal wearing human skin.
Yeah,
Well,
but
if you'd
I
like to
would
get that
say-
image out of your head, I posted a link to that tweet where my fingers are misbehaving. That's in the-
I'll make sure I tag the correct people.
It's on the Hangout.
Oh, you
I
put it
would
on the
s-
hang.
Yeah,
I would
I
say-
don't think I can post it on the YouTube thing. I'm on my phone, so I don't know how that works.
It's not there.
maybe
The
if
link
we-
is not there. Why don't you
Oh,
just
God.
retweet it and I'll dish it out.
on a completely separate?
Wait, hold on. I can see it. Did I just send it to myself? What am I retarded? I don't.
Well, you are American.
Sure. I mean, I'm also blonde, and that's usually mostly the problem.
That could be.
I
I'll
do
just-
like-
And you got the thick neck. I think. Do you have Down syndrome? Because that's when cells fail to divide, so you just end up they have a thick neck and their mouths are too small, causes their
What are
tongues
you
to protrude.
talking about?
Nick's trying to crack on to you, so it's his pickup line.
I don't.
If you have Down syndrome, you're just my type.
I think I'm pretty sure that my neck is appropriate.
She's
Oh,
triggered
okay.
more about. I love that you're more upset about the fact that he said you had a fat neck. And
Yeah,
not that you
he's
had
like,
Down
you have a thick neck, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
It means you're a big fat downy.
Want to come back to my place?
Ugh. You're one of those guys that I meet in the bar, and I tell I'm not going home with you, right?
Look, well, yeah, but I mean, I'm not really looking for consent.
That's okay, because I dated a guy who is in the Martial Arts Hall of Fame, and I'll kick your fucking ass.
Fair enough.
Ooh.
Yeah,
He might be into that though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. I have no problem leaving him in a bloody pile with his boner by himself. That's all good.
I have a black belt. Sorry, I gotta go check on my laundry again. Give me a sec.
He's
Jeez.
doing his own womanly work. What a fucking failure.
But I'm the one with a thick neck, so
I would suggest that you boys go and check your Twitters.
Why?
Just do it and thank me later.
Marty like this. He's like,
Right away too, just
tweeted.
immediately. You think he has notifications
Yes.
turned on for you, Marty? Are you listening? I have her. She's here.
oh my goodness.
That was fast.
I'm sure there are a few people who have notifications turned on for me, and I'm like, because I will post something and then it's instantaneous, and I'm like, how do you just weed through those? And it's sometimes it's weird tweets too. It's not even I'm like, that's
just immediately.
yep.
It-
Just
I don't-
I saw your Twitter name and I'm just gonna like this. save it for later. Then they go back through it and they're like, damn it, it's not tits.
Just her fucking cat again. Shit.
I know. That pussy's
Your
always
cat
in the
is
way.
So cute. And he's
My
cross-eyed.
Yeah, it's like a trait of Siamese. So like when I found him, I was like, oh, maybe that's why he got dumped, because he's got fucked up eyes. But like,
Because he's retarded.
yeah, he's actually super smart, which is nice. But like, somebody in the house needs to be.
It's
I
true.
let my cat
I
run
mean,
my
you're
finances.
both blonde though, and he broke his leg. How?
He was outside. I think the vet said the hypothesis is that he got caught on a fence, so he's not the most graceful.
Oh, so he's intelligent but clumsy.
Yeah, oh god, he's a mess. But
but he's your mess.
It's
yeah.
true.
As you're talking
can
about him, he
hear
just
him.
like comes over into
yeah,
my
I
lap and he's like, "Nee."
Hear him. Constantly, and every time I can hear him in the background.
He is literally always yelling at me. He's like, why are you talking to people? You should be paying attention to me. And I'm like, this is what happens to lesbians. Like they get a cat and the cat is like runs their life all the time. And
Yeah, but why
They
would
just
they want
can't
to
get
fuck
out
a woman
anymore.
then? Cats are way nicer.
I think it has to do with like the fact that men typically don't like cats. Like
No,
I know
crazy cat ladies are just by themselves usually.
but they're always like, I'm into girls and it's just so hard. And you're like, are you into girls or are you just
Into your
cat
cat.
lonely?
I think they're just into their cat.
I love my keys.
I'll never forget. My
That's true.
ex-boyfriend was like,
Samaj loves kitties.
some kitties are nice. I mean, I'm not a big cat fan, but like I wasn't about to leave him to die in the cold, so.
I had a cat that was a fucking psychopath. He ate half a pound of butter.
Yeah,
What
I can
cat
see
does
Oliver doing
that?
that. Ollie likes to eat people food. He likes to like share sandwiches and like.
Yeah, but half a
it's like
pound of butter?
I mean, that's.
I mean, do
They
you
like
often
dairy
sit
stuff,
down
like-
and eat half a pound of butter?
Do I
I'm
mean,
something.
every day I just cry into my butter and I'm like,
Is that why you have a
why is my neck so fat?
I love that we made the same joke at the same fucking time. Oh man, I share my brain with too many people.
But you only have one vagina, twin.
That's fucking true. And it's
I was like,
creepy, and I don't.
I'm so glad I share the moistness with somebody else because I thought it was just like a personal problem. Like, why is my vagina such a fucking
So did
mess
I.
all the
I
time?
went to the doctor, and she was like, "No, you're fine." Okay.
I know, the doctors, and they're like, that's normal. And then you're like, okay. And then your friends are talking, and you're like, that never happened. Like, I never have, like, dryness problems. They're like, when you're with a guy, and you're just like, oh, man, I wish I was wetter. And I'm like, no.
Like, I wish I was drier so I could feel something.
Yeah, like, there's a reason that I own a vaginal Fitbit. It's because I need to make it tighter because it's so fucking wet down there. It's like a goddamn slip and slide.
I do recall you being on the other stream talking about how you were a squirter, and I'm like, isn't there a limit? Like, aren't you dehydrated?
No.
No.
It's a different kind of liquid, Smosh.
Yeah. It's totally fine. It's natural. It's fine. I just, oh God, all they have to do is like look at you, and I'm just like, oh man.
My fucking pants.
I'm like, great. Now I gotta go change.
My fucking panty
Why do you have to
lighter
change?
inside my yoga pants.
Why do you have to change, baby? You know why.
Why did you fucking look at me like that? Ah, we're in public.
It's not even like the sexy look with like the wiggle eyebrow. It's just like he just looks over and you're like, oh, you've betrayed me again.
Don't look at me.
Looks over that dumb ape face like you're like, so we're gonna go here and then we're gonna do this, and then they look over you like that stupid look. They're like, and you're like, oh.
All right, now we
Like,
know.
what happened?
Now we know the sounds Allie makes when she orgasms.
I get so frustrated. Like, it's not when I orgasm, it's when I can't orgasm. It's like when there's like
Is that a
things to
problem?
do. Oh God, yeah. When you have to like hold yourself back, like
You need
you know,
those
you have like
underwear that vibrate.
I have those underwear that vibrate.
Why aren't you wearing them all the time?
Because she doesn't wear
I mean,
underwear.
because it's underwear.
Yeah, but you need.
Thank
You could send someone the remote. I.
Yeah, I've done that before. But I have like inside ones.
You have inside underwear.
No,
Is that like a Mormon thing?
No, they have magic underwear.
Oh, magic underwear.
I'm
Okay.
not,
Yes.
I'm not Mormon, so I wouldn't know.
No, you're not that
I-
stupid.
I don't
You
like
know, I-
sharing people with other bitches. Ugh.
It sounds like that would be a problem.
Yeah,
But you get
huge
magic
problem.
underwear, so you know.
I'm a really
but
like
She doesn't like
I need
underwear.
a lot of attention.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're like a
here's your
house
magic
cat.
underwear. Congratulations on being Mormon. And I'm like, now I have to wear underwear and share a dick. Great. This is the best religion. Oh yeah, by the way, you're also not allowed to drink. Son of a
You
Yeah,
need
both-
okay. What is the female equivalent of Mormonism? There has to be a religion where like the woman gets 5 husbands.
I think that's third wave
Uh,
feminism.
No, they don't like men very much.
Shiverism.
Well, they don't like men very much, but it doesn't stop them from getting multiple boyfriends.
ugh.
Yeah,
That's
they're
so
so
weird to
fascinating.
me.
That's the polyamorous community within the BDSM community that's like that.
Well, see, all right, look, I don't have a problem with like polyamory as a practice and all that kind of stuff. It's just that feminism. They had a thing that went on a little while back saying that polyamory is like the most feminist thing to do. They said the same thing about being bisexual, because when the articles started coming out in feminist circles and websites and blogs, almost everyone who identified as a feminist always said, "Oh yeah, I'm bisexual." And the same thing happened when they said the exact same thing about polyamory and went, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm polyamorous." It's like a fucking religion. If they say this is the gospel, then they do it. And I've seen it with. I actually have some friends who are feminists, and I've witnessed it happen in real time. When they say it, then they start doing it. And I
It's
just sort of-
funny.
Yeah.
I know more polyamorous women than men.
Yeah.
Almost like men aren't driven by sex all the time. Fucking mind-boggling,
We're
isn't
not.
it? Apparently
know,
not.
It's as if women have an organ that's devoted to sexual stuff all the time, like a
Buy
clitoris.
a vibrator, less STDs.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
less STDs.
Also, less
like-
dick.
What is it like? They call you like when you're like I can't get off unless I'm like with somebody that I know and trust. Like I can't just go around fucking people. And like when you
It's
see,
called
like-
not being a whore, dear.
I
was
guess,
gonna
I
say
don't
they
know.
call that picky. I gotta go get something to eat.
Thank
Thanks
you for
having me,
joining
guys.
us about shit pie. It's great.
See you guys later.
bye.
See you, Nick.
Yep, take
Bye.
care.
But yeah, like I don't know, like I can't get off. Like I don't know, it weirds me. Maybe it's like a germophobia thing or something. I don't know.
Well,
like,
I mean, being not
But, like, then
wanting
you hear
STDs
about, like-
is normal.
Yeah,
you
well,
hear about
also-
like all these people who are like, I just fuck everybody, and I'm like, how do you do that?
It's
Well-
kind of gross.
look,
Yeah, it's like fascinating though, because I'm like, your internal workings are like a fucking petri dish of like everyone who's
Oh.
ever been on Maury ever,
Oh,
and you're just like
Oh,
you're just like
no.
hoping,
you
like
lost me at petri dish.
that's what it is. I mean, like, what? I don't know. I mean, like maybe
Oh,
they use
no.
condoms, but I'm gonna go based on the amount of
Most
times
of the
that you hear
time,
about.
probably no.
yeah, like ugh. It's, ugh.
Yeah, is right.
But like I don't get
You know,
I
we're
don't
gonna
get that
trigger
at all.
so many women going, "Don't slut shame me."
you know,
Fuck them. They slut shame me all the time for wearing the clothes that I wear. You know, the ones that fit my body. So like, fuck them. Fuck them all. Like they want to come at me. Here's they can go ahead.
You
My
don't fuck
Twitter
them
handle.
all, at least.
Oh God, yeah, I won't fuck them, but somebody will. They just have to bend over, and somebody's gonna
They're
stick a
usually
dick
the
in
ones
it.
calling
Like,
you a slut, right?
yeah, they're all the ones
That's
who are like, they're like body positivity and don't slut shame, and then they're like, you're fucking attention-seeking whore, and I'm like,
I understand. I understand.
What? What? And then they're gonna be like,
the slut's calling you a slut because you have bigger tits than them. It's the greatest thing ever.
I mean, am I right?
Yeah.
The body positivity thing is cringy onto itself when you really just think about it. It's like, oh, you men have standards? No, you're just sexist is what you are.
I mean, I get to eat cake.
Well,
it just allows me to live on cake.
yeah. Well, and also, I mean, yeah.
The thing that bothers me about the body positivity movement, it's if you're happy with you, then fine. You don't have to say anything. Like, I never walk up to somebody and go, I'm happy with the way my body looks. Because it just doesn't need to be said.
You don't need validation,
so when they're all
that's
like,
why.
Yeah, well, they're all out there and they're like, I'm 400 pounds and I'm happy. Are you really?
How's your diabetes?
Yeah, like,
I
remember those Wilfred Brimley commercials? Diabetes.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if anybody saw I can't pronounce Fad's full name, but I'm not gonna try. But on Twitter she pointed out to Tess that she has diabetes and you can actually visibly see that she has diabetes. It's the best thing in the world.
And here's the I don't care. But if she was so happy with her body, then why did my body upset her so much that she needed to hit the block button?
Because you're prettier than her.
I mean, but if you're happy with yourself, then you don't give a shit about the other girls. Like,
yes, you
care.
do.
Like,
yes, you do. You have to tell her she's pretty, or you're a bitch.
Missed that memo.
Well,
that's how body
the whole thing about
positivity works.
Self-validation was that you just did it yourself. Like, there are definitely times I'm out at a bar and I'm like, that girl's hot. She's got nice tits. I'd do it. And like, I mean,
welcome to actual bisexual women, people.
I mean, I would. You know that I have a phobia of it, though. Like
vaginas are scary.
It's the octopus thing. Like, I swear to God, I start sweating and like it really makes me nervous. Like, I'm like, all kidding aside, like tentacles are great when they're going inside of you, but when they're sucking you in and like killing you, it's fucking terrible. It's terrifying.
You just picture a fucking octopus beak down there, don't you?
It's like the Predator.
Yeah. Like
when he takes off his mask.
It's just like, and you're like, no, what's happening?
Have you seen teeth?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, any woman that watches porn, which most women do, have seen some ugly fucking gashes in their time.
I don't watch porn either, and like, I don't care if you watch porn. That's fine. I just like I can't get off on it. Like
scary vaginas at your bedtime now.
Yay!
I'm gonna just go on Google, be like ugly gash, and send it.
My entire hockey team does the same thing. They're like, I found this. They're like, I found this email. I think you'd like it. It's like some bitch with like a tiger tattooed on her vagina with like a giant clit, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Tiger tongue, and I'm like, ugh.
Wait, do you know? Have you ever heard of the blue waffle?
Yes, I've heard of the blue waffle. I've seen the blue waffle. They've sent me. Yeah, I should have known.
But do you know of special fried rice?
Oh God, no.
I would screen share it, but this video would get taken down.
Just like DM it to me.
She asked me when she reacts to this very negatively. Remind her that she asked me to do this.
Frankly, the way things are going on at Google, I'm a bit surprised that we haven't been taken down already.
Oh, I know. We've been talking about vaginas.
It's because
too
you
much.
met your diversity quota. I have tits.
Oh, it's true. Actually, there's a lot of
Yeah.
vagina here, but we're too
Yeah.
white.
Well,
I've
I
had-
mean, look, we might be white, but we're different types of white. We have an Aussie. We had 3 Canadians. That's technically diverse, right?
Yeah, I'm red Kool-Aid and Samaj is an orangey color, so
I'm a
Or-
Jew.
Hey, there you go.
Do you
Oh,
still
wait,
have
no.
your whole dick?
Oh,
I
wait,
mean,
Jews aren't seen as a protective class anymore. I guess that's not.
zombie penis. Nah, Jews always get shit on. And then people are
have
like,
you, have
got...
you seen it yet?
Oh, what happened? That's not a vagina, though.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
Oh, that's like some of the shit that I get on Snapchat, and they're like, isn't this great? And I'm like, oh god, what happened
Wait
here?
a minute.
Like,
You see dicks that infected?
oh yeah.
Um,
Guys are like super proud of what they have, even when they have absolutely no reason to be proud of it. Like,
hey, if only women had their confidence.
ugh.
hashtag patriarchy.
Yeah,
Hashtag
right.
Hashtag
free,
patriarch.
free the pancake nipple.
Well, like, and then some people like so, and I'll say it again. I say it all the time. If you send me an unsolicited dick pic, I will rate it 1 to 10, and you may like it, and you may not. And there are definitely ones that I've been like 1, 2, negative
Negative
50.
10.
What the fuck?
You need to start posting those publicly. They'll stop sending them.
Oh, I just feel like that's. But then where does my entertainment go? Like the only reason I'm on Snapchat is to make fucked up
Make fun of dick
faces
pics?
with my friend. Like, yeah, like I make fucked up faces to make fun of my old boss with my friend, and then like.
So are they
the
really
dick pic.
unsolicited if you were getting some kind of enjoyment out of them?
I mean, they're unsolicited because they just like pop up.
Yeah, but you enjoy
But-
getting them, so you can rate them.
Yeah, I mean,
So are they entirely unsolicited then?
yeah, because like I'm not going, hey, send me your dick so I can rate it.
We can edit that out though, so we now have you saying that.
Hey, send me your dick so I
Hey,
can
send
rate
me
it.
your
Of
dick
course.
so I can rate it.
That's perfect.
Just go edit
Yeah,
that out.
say it one more time.
Yeah, put your Twitter at the end of it,
What-
and that's a video.
What's
Yeah.
what's your Twitter handle? Like, how do I send
I
you my
just
dick?
tagged you in a wonderful
Yeah,
GIF,
yeah.
and you're
Oh,
missing
okay.
out.
I got a couple of dick pics from the last one too. Like
Oh
a
my
couple people
god.
sent me some dick pics. Not actual dicks though.
Oh
Snapchat
right,
is where it's
I
at
do
for that.
remember the dick pic. That was a good dick pic.
Yeah, that was funny. I think like I'm telling you, Snapchat's where it's at. Like I used to like
Now I
have
know
like
what
a
apps to
closed
avoid.
Snapchat. Oh my god, I used to have a closed Snapchat, and then like I was like, oh, I'll open this up. What's the worst that could happen? 50 dicks in a row. I was like,
Wow.
who's this? Maybe I know them, and it was just fucking dicks for days.
You know what?
I was like,
We need to get
it's gonna
you
take
on
me
chat
so
roulette.
long. Chat roulette.
Seriously,
So
Do-
old.
do
the
chat
same.
roulette and just rate dicks for days.
Dicks for days.
Just
That could
rate
be
them.
another charity.
Dicks
Yeah,
for
right. Dicks for days.
For penile cancer.
I mean, like, honest to God, like, I'm looking through my Snapchat now.
How many
1,
dicks do you
2,
see?
3, 4, 5, 6,
Wait, count the good ones.
7, 8, 9, 10. Some of these I don't even open up, like 11. Yeah, I mean, those are just the ones sitting in there.
Count the good ones.
But then I have to look at them, and like they try to talk to me afterwards. So like I've kind of been avoiding that for a while.
How do you know they're
Like,
dicks if
legit,
you can't
though.
see them?
Oh, I know they're dicks.
It's like Spider-Man spider sense.
Dick
Yeah.
sense is tingling.
My dick sense is tingling.
Did you ever
I
get
get a lot of-
picture?
I get a lot
Is
of
that-
these like,
Does that
I
sound
want to
like blue
see you.
balls?
You are sexy. Please send nudes. Like what?
So it's definitely a dick. For
Okay.
sure it's a dick.
Yeah, it's definitely a dick. Oh my goodness, you're
definitely a dick.
hilarious. Like that one I don't understand.
But it's a dick.
Does anyone?
No,
does anyone ever
that one
send?
wasn't a dick.
Does
Oh,
anyone
thank
ever
God,
send-
There's a
because
dick.
that's like a compliment with a dick attached to it. How do you respond
There's
to
a
that?
dick. Yeah,
Does
like
anyone- Look, does anyone send you a picture of like
condensing
really?
my.
Does anyone send you pictures of really weird looking dicks?
Yes, she
Yeah.
just said, yeah, like STD infested dicks.
What
Have
about?
you like? Does anybody?
Look,
Do you either of you guys have spikes on your dick?
No.
Not
Yeah, that's a
anymore.
thing.
Not anymore.
Oh.
You got the studs removed.
It was a pain in the ass every time I went through a metal detector. So
It was a pain in the ass, I bet.
It's called like.
Anal jokes.
Yeah, they're called Tyson's glands, and they are spikes. And the reason I know about that is from the Snapchat dicks that I've gotten, because they have like little. I was like, why are you sending me pictures of your herpes dick? And he got super mad. He's like, it's actually Tyson's glands. You've never seen this? And I was like, no, I've never seen spikes on a dick before. Like,
Hey, it's ribbed for your pleasure, woman. Fucking enjoy it.
that's what he said. And I was like,
It's
that is not
actually-
getting
I'm
anywhere
gonna-
near.
I'm gonna tell you, it's true. If you've ever had a ribbed fucking dildo before,
I don't.
it's just, I mean,
know.
you have to get bolts in your dick to do it though. And eventually
mean,
your
like-
body will reject them, and that's never fun.
I mean, they're not like, it's not. It doesn't look pleasurable.
Yeah, but I mean, have you seen some dildos? They look fucking scary.
Yeah, I don't typically buy those. And like,
is this where I'm supposed to share or shill the Bad Dragon Dildo website? Because I'll do it.
Do it.
do it.
Bad Dragon Dildos, the place to
Here you
get.
go. I'm gonna send you a dick pic back. There you go. You can check out what those look like, and you can tell me how you feel about it.
Oh my
It was
god.
just- it was
Send dick pics you get from other guys to guys that send you dick pics. Be like, hey, you want to see mine? Send them a dick
what I
pic.
should do, like, honest to God, because Suit Yourself always tells me that I'm an Asian tranny. I don't know how that started or why, but
He
like,
calls a lot of women that.
I mean, whatever.
Well, for
It's-
some guys,
it's fine.
It's a thing. It's their go-to
But
thing.
so, like-
It's like when Sargon ever gets any like harassment, he just sends people gay porn.
That's how
Which
he
I think
gets
is-
that's how he gets removed from Twitter.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
think he's trying to be mean. I think it's just funny to him. Because
Hey,
I
have
just kind
you
of like
seen
went
some
with
of
it.
the lady boys? They're prettier than I am.
Yes, there are some really hot dude looks like a ladies out there. I mean, but yeah, like, I mean, I don't think he's trying to do it to be mean.
Beautiful.
So I really should just ask him. I should be like, hey, what dick do you think I should send back? And just tell
You should
everybody
ask
I'm
him
an
if he
Asian
wants to see
tranny.
your dick.
He knows I don't have a dick.
Wait, is that because you've shown him more?
No.
Inquiring minds.
I mean,
and all
maybe-
that shit.
Maybe he doesn't know that I.
I mean, there's a
don't
good strong rumor going around that I had my dick removed instead of cancer.
Well,
you showed it
I
to
don't know.
me in the jar, so
I
Well,
did,
like,
yeah. My 7-inch
made
dick.
him-
it was a big
I
jar.
made him a picture because, like,
I
I was,
loved it when I sent it to you in the mail.
I don't know, I was like joking with him or something. I
You
sent
put
him
it
a
in your
picture.
jar. I know you did.
It's up on my shelf next to all the other dicks that people
Just
have
kind of
sent in the jar.
swirl it around once in a while, right?
Yeah.
Keep it fresh.
Sure. Yeah, I sent him. He tweeted it. I sent him a picture of my tits with the words "I heart suit" on it.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, those are my tits.
Wow.
But like, I was like, I'm like, just FYI, I'm a really good artist. So I'm like, FYI, like I did just get banned from Twitter for porn. So like, if you could just like maybe not like let Twitter know I'm sending you pictures of my tits, that'd be cool.
Fuck Twitter.
How the fuck
Yeah.
does you get banned from Twitter from sharing porn, but Mercedes Pereira is still allowed to do that?
She doesn't have her
Because
profile
she's
set
not
to
as
18
hot
plus.
as I am.
Oh, okay. I
You
don't know what
have your Twitter account to 18 plus. That's why.
Oh, well,
okay.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've gone to water parks with my kids and worn some of the same things, and I haven't gotten arrested yet. So,
I mean, it's not indecent in the public eye, but it's indecent on Twitter, woman.
Yeah, let's be honest.
yeah. I mean, I thought about buying the Twitter burqa kit, but then, oh, God,
Why
the
did
shipping was just so.
What did you send me?
Yeah, right. Fucking weird.
What is that?
It's the dick spikes.
Oh,
Right?
those are not piercings.
No,
those look like
they're
herpes.
They did. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and that's what I got my Snapchat was just this like dick with those on it, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Okay, yeah,
like,
I would have immediately assumed herpes for sure.
Yeah, I did. And then he got super mad. He's like,
well, I mean, you gotta like preface that with, "I have a condition. It's not contagious. Here's my dick." Like,
right? Like,
you don't
I mean,
just
he
you don't
just like
just send like herpes-looking penis without warning somebody.
He sends me that dick pic, and then I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with your dick?" And he's like, "Nothing, baby." And I'm like, "Are you serious? Like,
do you not see what I'm
are
seeing?
you seeing what I'm seeing? Like, yeah, like what? Because what I'm seeing looks disgusting. Like I looked it up, and like I understand, and like I probably wouldn't.
I mean, if that was your
inspect someone's dick that
boyfriend,
close, but like, yeah,
be
but
like,
like it's
"Oh,
just a
that's
random
fine, you
dick. Yeah,
Random
Like,
random
that's just
dicks. You're not gonna know every weird skin condition dicks can have. Like,
No.
don't show me your weird dick infection.
I'm like, where did this come from? And he's like, you've never run into that with anybody? He's like, you must be a virgin. And I'm like, or you just have a really rare condition. I mean,
Or you could have told him his dick was weird. Like, why would you?
yeah.
Don't be fucking nice to guys that send you unsolicited dick pics. God.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I don't understand like why they get mad at me.
Fucking weird dick.
I would just like to say that this is the exact reason that we need feminism.
Captain Weird Dick.
To stop the weird dick pics.
Feminism combats Captain Weird Dick.
Smash,
Flush,
another
big-
comic.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's another idea for a comic.
Feminism
Captain
versus
Weird Dick?
Captain Weird Dick.
I just never like I've
I
never
hope you're
gotten
writing
that
these
like
down.
This is gold.
I'm sure Anita Sarkeesian would be more than likely to put her name on it. To just
Hell
sort
yeah,
of say, yeah.
she'd want to
She'd
be
be
against
mad.
Captain Weird
She'd
Dick.
be mad because of the amount of body diversity is not where she wants it to be. Because Anon and I both have huge tits. She'd be like, "Where are all the no tit bitches?" I don't know. I don't hang out with no tit bitches. Anita.
You're not friends with flat chested cunts. That's just the way you are. Also, by the way, apparently she has huge tits. I don't believe people, but
Anita
apparently she does.
Sarkeesian.
Yeah, apparently she straps them down. But I ain't buying it.
I don't know. I've heard that before.
She tries to strap it down to emphasize her gunt. The fuck?
Oh my god, that was almost out my nose. Okay.
Anita Sarkeesian. Ugh. Fucking dick
Bane,
nose.
you're gonna lose to a blonde.
I don't care. I don't care
Trying
as
to
long
get
as
alcohol up my nose for what, a year?
yeah, I don't care as long as I see it come out your nose.
Well, you didn't. It was
I don't-
close, but
I don't mind tag teaming. It's all right.
No way, because I'm looking
Neither
at
does
her
she.
in a. She doesn't have good boobs.
no, she doesn't. Even if they're big, they're fucking flat. Like they're round and flat, like pancake boobs.
No, they're like the flapjack titties.
Yeah. Oh god, she probably has the weirdest nipples. Somebody
Is that
find her
because she's ethnic?
somebody find a picture of her in a bra with no bra on. We need to assess how weird her fucking nipples are. Because I'm betting they're either long or she has massive areolas.
She should just get a boob job and get it over with.
To breastfeed from like this far away.
She's not gonna breastfeed her kid because
she is.
misogyny.
She's a feminist. No. It's no.
They don't breastfeed.
She's gonna do it in public.
Nah, that's a totally different movement.
Oh no, crunchy moms and feminists, they go together.
The ones now try to get their men to breastfeed their kids.
Oh God, fuck that! That just.
Have you seen them
cringe.
plaster like boob things?
Yes.
They're getting Is
that where you put the bag of milk into the?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that
you can give yourself chesticles. Yay. Ugh.
Yeah, is right.
Don't breastfeed.
Yes, they do, but they also want their cuckold men to do it.
Ugh. Ugh.
Speaking of cuckold men, we were talking earlier about what kind of bizarre sex. Yes, Steve Shives sex act. The only thing that came to my mind is that you have to have a bunch of guys. One of them go climaxes inside the woman's ass, and then she drips down into one guy's mouth, and then you just snowball it between three guys.
Oh God, that's an overly complicated, disgusting mess, Samaj. What is wrong with you?
It's like Steve Shives, an overly complicated mess. I want to feel sorry for the guy, but at the same time, he's such a fucking asshole.
He has Stockholm syndrome for sure. Have you?
Yes.
Like I said, she is an animal in human skin. If you see the way he looks at her, he's like a fucking caveman looking at a tiger.
Yeah.
God, don't eat me.
Do you think that's why, like, feminists are always like, I hate men, they're so caveman-like, because the people that they end up with are, like, Cro-Magnon, they're, like, fucking so stupid.
Have you seen Steve and his wife talking about Buffy and Angel?
Yeah,
Don't
I saw that
subject
video.
her to that.
No, Steve's. I just googled her. She's a tranny. That's a tranny.
No, she's an actual woman.
Steve said he preferred Angel to Buffy, and she gave him a look like he was a child molester or something.
And the look on his face, he was so fucking wounded. Like, he couldn't
oh my God, I said something wrong.
Yeah, he couldn't possibly enjoy a male character or male music. Like I feel like rescuing him.
I prefer
but he'd probably go back.
He doesn't want to be rescued.
No,
I mean, like I said,
back.
the guys that are with feminine are like, and like I don't know if you've ever met one in the wild, but like I've a lot of pretty progressive friends.
I don't meet people in the wild very often.
Oh God! And like you're just like sitting across the table, and the girl's talking. She's like, we really think that it's mostly important for women to make the same as men, don't we, sweetheart? And the guy's just nodding along. He's like, duh. And you're like,
please God, let me touch you later without crying.
Like, is there a thought there? Is that a spark of an independent thought that I saw for just a second? And like, I mean, like the amount, like it's horrific. Like I've never sitting at that dinner, like, and I just remember sitting there with whatever boyfriend I was with at the time, and just like looking over at him, and I was like, ugh. And he's like, I'm sorry, like these are my friends, and I'm like,
why was he friends with them? She clearly hates men, and the guy has no brain anymore.
But the interesting thing is if you swap the genders, so it was the woman acting that way, they'd be saying that she was afraid and it's misogynistic.
She's abusive, yeah.
I mean, I always assume there's like, even with Shives, he looks abused. Like he has,
thing that's weird is
like mannerisms of somebody who's being abused.
It's totally okay for a woman to like, smack a man, be like, stop it. Like, I mean, even if you're just like not hard, but like you're out in public, and like I've sat there and watched women like physically abuse men. And I'm like, did you put your hands on him? And they're like, he's my boyfriend. Yeah, that doesn't give you a right to put your hands on him, though, bitch. Like, I would never emasculate somebody that I'm with.
There used to be a time when I was a kid where girls were told that, boys have reflexes, don't hit them. They'll hit you back and they don't want to.
But that's been beaten out of them. Like,
well, yes and no. I mean, the reflex is still there, and boys are being taught to push their natural nature, evolutionary thing to act on these reflexes. But the thing is with women, little girls, is that they're told that no matter what, no one can ever hit you. And when you do that, you set the standard that just because you are a girl, no one can ever touch you. And as a result, do you really think they're not going to abuse that? I have a friend. I have a friend. He's a school teacher, and I asked him once, it was brought up in conversations, like in the boys in your class, have they ever talked to that they were hit and they couldn't do anything, or they were suspended for hitting or whatever? And each and every boy had said that they had been hit at one point by a girl, and they couldn't do anything about it, and they always laughed at it. But that's the thing that's been going on, and like. When I was a kid, yeah, I was hit by a girl. I couldn't do anything about it because I knew I would get suspended. I'd get in trouble. She fucking hit me. I would get in trouble. And that's the same thing. My brother had the same problem. My best friend, he had the exact... We've all had it. I mean, it's a very common thing with men. If you ask them, have you ever been hit when you were in school by a girl? And they always say yes. Well, not always.
As someone who has been abused... and had the shit kicked out of me and had my head thrown through a wall, there is no fucking reason to put your hands on another human being in anger, ever. If you're defending yourself, that's different. But if you're like, he cheated on me, he did this, there is no fucking reason to vandalize his property, to put your fucking hands on him at all, ever. Just not. There's no reason for it. He gives you an STD or he does something like that, take him to court. Have him arrested. Don't put your hands on him.
I mean,
I've never put my hands on anybody in anger.
You're just going to end up getting yourself prosecuted at the same time.
Right? I mean, that's how I was taught. Like, when I grew up, and my dad was a wrestler, and he was like, unless you want to start something, don't touch anybody. Don't start none, won't be none. And that's how I grew up. Like, and there were a lot of times where like somebody would step to, and I'd check them, and I'd beat the fuck out of them. Not a problem. But there's a difference between being a wolf and a sheep and a sheepdog. If you're gonna be a wolf, then you're just gonna go out and fuck shit up. If you're gonna be a sheep, you're just gonna go out and try to live your life and not have any conflict. You're gonna be a sheepdog. You're gonna protect the people who are just going out there and whatever. And I have no problem with people who are just going to protect whatever they're going to protect. But like at the end of the day, like there's no reason to put your hands on anybody in anger. If you're protecting somebody or protecting yourself, that's different. That's not anger. That's a survival skill. But if you're just pissed off at somebody, like I've had boyfriends cheat on me and I was just like, we're done, right? Yep. And they'll like brace themselves for it. And I'm like, I'm not going to fucking hit you. Like I have absolutely no reason to put my hands on you right now.
I'd rather beat up the girl, honestly.
Well, like, I mean, and the thing is, like, with that is, you don't know what the girl knew or didn't know or whatever.
True,
I mean,
yeah.
like,
yeah,
I don't even get mad at the other party because I have nothing to do with them. Like, she has nothing to do with me at all. Like, whatever he told her is what he told her, and I have no control over it. Even if she chose of her own volition, knowing that we were dating, to do what she did, she is not beholden to me. I have nothing to do with her. Do I think that she's disgusting? Of course I do. But like, I have no stake in that. But like,
why are you all zen all of a sudden? It's killing my buzz.
I'm sorry. Because I just don't fucking hit people.
Fault.
It is my fault.
But like every single time, like that sucks. Is it's like, you go to have a conversation with the guy, or he wants to talk to you about what he did or like whatever, and they flinch back like you're gonna, and I'm like, I'm not gonna hit you. And like,
I've
I don't
never
understand
been in
why
a physical altercation in my entire life.
I have, but like, I
Yeah,
don't
see,
understand.
I've never needed to. I can always talk to people or avoid the getting my ass
Oh,
kicked part.
I was in a bathroom. I laid some fucking bitch out. Like she had her hands up on the stall. Like, so I'm in there doing what I'm doing, and I open the stall, and here's this bitch, and she's just like back there, and she's like, "You think you're gonna try to flirt with my man?" One, looking at her, I'm thinking the caliber of person that you're with is probably not somebody I would ever flirt with, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Like, that's cool. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just hanging out with my friends. I saw you making eye contact across the bar. You want to
Oh
start
my
some shit? I
God.
was like, not really. I gotta go wash my hands, like germs. And she just like would not move. And then, you know, when I went to get by her, she like put her hand up, and I just grabbed her by the back of the head and just bam right into the toilet and knocked her ass out. And then I like left. I didn't even bother.
You're like, I still have to wash my hands.
Yeah, I went wash my hands, and there's like I mean, you could see where she hit her head on the toilet, and like there's significant amount of blood there. So like I went out and I walked over to the guy and I was like, "You need to control your bitch," and I'd go get security. She's in the fucking bathroom bleeding. And he was like, "Oh, not again." And I'm like,
Oh wow. See,
fuck, like,
that's a rather insecure woman who's like,
But,
oh
like-
my god, that woman looks better than I do. She
No.
clearly wants my
but
man.
like
True.
that's a totally different situation than me walking up to some bitch and confronting her. Like, I mean, I would never do
Well,
that. Like,
she was the fucking retard. Like,
I have my own little existence, and like, but if you back me up into a corner, if I let you live, that's being very generous. Like, I had a guy that
I'm
held me up
afraid
in
of
a
you
parking
now.
lot. I'm crazy. Like, I had a I lose my shit when I get attacked. Like, I'm like the difference between like,
You're the Hulk.
you know, yeah, dude, I'm just like a tiger, like hanging out, you know, laying in the grass, just chilling, and then something happens, and I'm like, oh, fuck your shit up, like, not a problem. So this guy held me up outside of work with a gun.
What?
And like, yeah. So at the time I was like working overnight stock, and like I always carried a box cutter on me, and I never carried any cash because I was working in like a not so great area. So the guy like comes up behind me, and he's like, "Give me your wallet." I was like, "I don't have a wallet. You know, my car keys though." And I tossed my car keys out, and like the minute that he pulled back, I turned around, that box cutter slit his throat, took off running. And the guy, like, he sued me for whatever.
He obviously didn't win. I fucking hope
He
not.
didn't. Well, he didn't sue me. He sued the company that I was working for like damages or whatever. And
Did
I'm
he
like,
win?
They settled with him, yeah.
Oh
like,
my
I was
god.
like- I went into the HR office, and I'm like, "Are you fucking? This guy attacks me in your parking lot. You're gonna pay him?" And they're like, "I mean, he was
He's
on
gonna
our
do it
property."
again
And
now.
I'm like, really? Great. So then, like, they talked to me about, like, you know, non-hostile intervention. They're like, next time, just call the police. I'm like, yeah, next time that some guy has a gun on me, I'm gonna be like, hold on, sir, do you mind if I pull out my cell phone and call the police real quick? Like,
That could work.
Oh yeah, he'll
Just
definitely
be
let
extra
you.
polite.
just like,
Might be understanding.
Pardon me for a second. If you don't mind, I'm going to step over here and just make a real quick phone call. Oh, sure, ma'am, no problem. When you're done, come right back here and I'll put you in the same position because my gun's feeling a little bit itchy. Like, what? Like,
Sounds
what?
like a plan.
I can't believe they paid him. What the fuck?
Oh, they always pay them. They always pay them.
If there's some,
And I'm like, okay, so he goes to jail for attempted armed robbery, and they still paid him. So I'm like, well, you basically just like paid his bail for him. Like, I'm like, so you're gonna put him in jail for attempting to rob your employee, but at the same time,
You're gonna pay him.
you're also gonna be like, but we're gonna give you some money because that employee happened to have a little bit of a skill set, and she did cut your throat. So sorry. I'm like, this is not how this is supposed to work.
That's fucked up. Why would
Yeah,
they give him
that's,
money?
you know, American. Ugh, because then it protects the company image. I'm like,
What image? Paying a
Yeah,
fucking
right?
assailant?
right.
That makes them
Like
look fucking retarded.
this is my life.
I keep
This
saying
is
retarded.
reality.
We're gonna get in trouble.
Meh.
Well,
We're already
if
in
we're
enough
not,
trouble.
look, I've said the C word multiple times. If we're not going to get in trouble for that, I don't know what's going to get us go.
We
What's
started
your-
an
what's your,
entire charity.
What's your preferred term for Canadians there, Samaj?
Well, I mean, I should preface this with a few things. We recently passed the pronoun law here in Canada. And so as a result, we do have to address people by correct pronouns. So I have to inform people that my particular pronoun, which does go with my race, I prefer to be called a nigger. And that is a use for the term snow nigger for where I come from, which is the frigid north. Because I am a fucking Sasquatch.
Are you an
Fucking
Inuit?
ginger Sasquatch.
Is he into it? Did you say?
No,
Am
an
I in-
No,
Inuit.
an
Oh.
Inuit. That's what I
Jesus.
would assume.
That was some male selective hearing there. Both of them. You shouldn't
All right,
invite
well-
more than one woman on. You can't handle it.
Apparently.
Well, I
All I
think
need to do-
I
All
think
I
now
need
we're in trouble with
twice
the Inuits. So great.
Are
No,
you
it's
into
okay.
Inuits?
I'm actually Métis. I'm part Aboriginal, so you have another diversity quota right there.
Oh, beautiful.
And
No,
I'm bisexual, just in case anyone's curious.
Yeah,
Nice.
he only fucks himself.
Well, I'm good at
Oh
what I
my
do,
God.
so you know.
I mean, you only like what you like, right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
She just came on herself a little. Keep going.
Yes.
She's like, keep talking. Keep talking.
And then they all get super quiet. They're like,
You poor girl.
do you ever get this when you go out and like
You know I
meet
don't
somebody, you're
go
like,
anywhere.
I know. Ugh.
I'm
So-
sorry.
I get this all the
Oh, look.
time. Like,
Apology quota met. I got my fucking Canadian bucks now.
achievement unlocked. The most Canadian.
The most
You
Canadian.
get the golden maple leaf.
I do.
You're don't worry. I'm sure you've earned enough credits for that Timmy's card.
Catch up, Samaj.
Oh
Catch
my
up,
god.
yeah.
Timmy's.
Timmy's is fucking
Um,
delicious.
Yeah, everybody's obsessed with Timmy's. I think they either tried or they did open one at the BB&T down south here.
But you don't
where
have
the
taste.
Panthers play. We don't have what?
Taste.
I mean, I'm from New
What you
York. I
talking
got the
about?
most taste.
We
So-
have taste for Timmy's and maple syrup
Okay.
and poutine. We're poutine connoisseurs. Hey man, you ain't got nothing on our cheese curds.
Where did those cheese
Wait a
curds come
minute.
from?
Wait, are you? Is that gagging indicating to me that you've never had a poutine?
Or maybe that I have and I was not thrilled with it.
Fucking kick her out.
Of Canada?
Get the fuck out. No, out of this hangout, out of everywhere. Get the fuck out. Get off the planet. If you don't like cheese, gravy, and French fries, you're not very American.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's not an American thing
It's not,
Just
but
having
it's
lived
cheese,
here
gravy, and French fries.
for so long. We do biscuits and gravy here.
And cheese. Cheese biscuits. Gravy.
Not usually.
That's bullshit. What's wrong with you? You fucking cheese phobic?
I mean, I am lactose intolerant.
Well,
But-
that's your problem. How are you
Right?
drinking grown-up chocolate milk?
Lactose-free milk.
Oh, so it's like
We
soy-based.
don't
You're
accept,
fucking gross.
we don't accept
No, it's-
intolerance here. We're very
It's not.
progressive.
Uh,
So if you're lactose intolerant and you have a kid and you start lactating, do your boobs just itch all the time?
I
That's a
mean, the
good
only thing that
question.
happens, I don't actually get like sick, like stomach sick. I just
That's
get,
a. Oh man,
I just
that's
get
gonna bother me
snotty.
now.
I think it only counts if she drinks the milk.
I think it has to do with, yeah.
Well,
So
I mean,
you-
for me, it's just an allergy that like it's just a snot thing. Like I just get really snotty. So
Well,
like I
everybody
will
gets
eat.
phlegmy when they drink a lot of milk.
no,
Yeah, but I
there's
get I get massive sinus infections that last for months.
Is
I
it worth
only
the
know-
ice cream?
Look,
Yeah, it's tough. I can
know-
eat small amounts of it.
I only know like one person who is lactating right now, and Anon, you might know her, Opal.
Oh, Opal, I
Um,
love Opal.
Yeah, she talks about her milky tits all the time.
It's
But
gross.
She had a baby?
Yeah, she has a baby.
Okay.
She's got a kid.
I'm like, wait a minute, what?
You
Yeah,
may have been
she has a kid.
you
and
may
she's
have been on
always
that
Didn't you
one.
guys
talking
just
about her-
shop for a vibrator for her?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she did great things for other charity streams, and we raised a fair bit of money thanks to her. So we thought, well, all right, our next charity stream is we'll raise money for get her a vibrator, and it
I mean,
worked.
they're not super expensive, so that's
Yeah.
a quick one.
But she wanted
Oh
a
yeah,
lug-
it was $60 we raised for her.
yeah, but she wanted one of those
Yeah, that's
little. She wanted one of those more luxury oriented ones. I don't know why, but she did.
Because she has nothing
Because
else.
why ride around on the Geo when you can have the Cadillac? What I mean is that
Samaj,
no?
I
I'd
know
love
it's
to
been-
take
wait,
this
wait,
Geo Metro out.
I know it's been a long time since you worked a vagina, but there's a little bit more than the in and out.
Yeah,
Not for me, but
Yeah, but we're abnormal, dear.
yeah, I know. I feel so
Most
bad
women
for the
feel a little
majority of
horribly.
women, though. I know,
Oh
like
man, you
people
take
always
like
talk
5
about that.
minutes
They're
to
like,
get warmed up. What's wrong with you?
I know. They're like, God, it takes so long sometimes. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like the minute that I put eyes on somebody that I'm into, I'm like, get it in me now. Like,
What are you doing? Stop rooting around. Fuck.
foreplay almost makes me angry.
You're like a pig
Like,
looking for truffles. What are you doing?
I know. The longer that it goes on, the more I'm like, I need your dick. And then they're like, wait,
Fuck
what?
what?
And I'm like, yeah, I need you to fuck me now.
There's so many quotable little sound bites throughout this fucking hangout. I swear, this is the dirtiest bar we've ever had, easily.
Somebody just runs that through a couple of times.
The cleanup crew in the morning is going to have a hell of a time cleaning up this place.
Seriously.
It's like, why is the floor
totally-
so wet?
And sticky.
But like,
It's
I
sticky.
totally get
Please
Eddie
keep
Murphy
saying
though.
sticky. Nar.
Like Eddie Murphy did a bit about that where he's like women don't
what?
like to be made love to, they just like to get fucked. And I'm like, yes, thank you, Eddie. Like that's exactly what I want.
He
And, like,
understands like the odd woman
Of
out.
course he does. He's an alpha black guy. Like
Wait a minute. How did that poll
I wasn't worried
turn
about that
out?
at all. Oh,
Did you ever
most
see
of them
the end results
Yeah.
of that?
Yeah, most of them did not like the kitchen, but I have a feeling that the people who voted were not feminists because most of them were men.
Oh,
I
no,
was
no,
like,
not your poll. The poll I did about teasing. Damn it! See, yeah,
Oh.
the yeses won by
So
like
they
a good
like the teasing?
margin. Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with them?
I have no idea. That's not.
Yeah, no,
Like I said,
no,
I just need to get fucked. Like
Wow.
the minute
That's it,
that
women
we're
are
down
broken.
to it. Yeah, they are. It's the sex bots.
That's why
I
they
am
have
a living sex bot.
Wait, are you? I was gonna say, are you saying that women are evolving to just want the sex more often because they have to compete with robots?
No.
All right.
No,
They're
women are
de-evolving because
broken.
of the
so
robots.
they're making robots.
Well,
They're fixing our women's brokenness with robots, apparently.
I'm not going to say that women are broken. I'm just going to say that there's a terrible ideology that's making men scared of women.
No, we're talking about most women.
Yeah, we're talking about sex.
Like,
we're not talking about like
they like require 10 minutes of foreplay before they get down to business, and I'm why? Look at all that fucking wasted time.
I know that's 10 minutes that your dick could have been inside of me.
I know. What are you doing? Like you could do most of that while you're fucking me. You know that, right?
Like the thing that irritates me the most is when it's just hard and they're just like, I just really want to do this, and I'm like, your dick is perfect. Don't
give me
take
that,
away
please.
from me. Why are you gonna punish me?
What have I done to you? I'll go get a vibrator.
I made you all that. I've done that before.
Just got pissed off that he was trying to please you. You're
Yeah.
like, fuck you. I'll go get a fucking plastic dildo, I guess.
Man. Yes. Like when it's like, it's just like this drawn out thing, and like,
I'm already
sometimes
on.
Sometimes I'll masturbate in between like sessions, but like
it's like trying to turn an engine over that's already running. You're just gonna fucking flood it, and it's gonna be off.
You'll flood the engine.
Yes.
Vroom, vroom.
You understand exactly what I'm saying too.
I know. But like, I mean, it's the worst when you sit down with women and they're like, they talk about it and they're like, it's so hard to get turned on. And I'm like, is it? Because I look at a fucking light bulb and I'm like, the light bulb's on. So am I.
That, you know what it
like,
is? We're men trapped in women's bodies. It's fucking true.
Oh, guaranteed. I bet I would be willing to bet that I have a pretty high amount of testosterone in my body.
Well, no, because you wouldn't be wet all the time then. You got a lot of estrogens.
It raises, but estrogen decreases your sex drive, and testosterone raises it, doesn't it?
I don't think that's how it works.
I think that if
Pretty sure it does.
I think if women get like testosterone outside of that, it does make them more, horny. If I remember the biology of it all, it's been a while.
To me.
Well, I mean, like one of the ways, if a guy really wants to get a woman horny, I mean, you apply testosterone, and there's a couple ways that happens. One, there's a reason why men sweat when they work out, or they smell when they work out. Women
I work out and I sweat. What the fuck?
No,
Smell.
my bad. I meant smell. When
yeah,
you
I also smell.
Well, not every guy. I mean, not every woman smells, but almost every guy smells. And the
guys have the best pheromones.
Well,
I mean, I don't think that I smell as bad as a guy, but like, there's definitely times where like after I'm done, I'll like smell my pits, and I'm like, whew, jeez.
Yeah.
Do you know men and women actually release pheromones from different parts of their bodies?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that's why you're supposed to put.
It's the top of your head
on certain spots.
Well, no, you actually release pheromones from the top of your head. That's why men are typically taller.
Unless you're fucking. I mean, I'm 5'1", so.
You're not a fucking Amazon, so.
Yeah, absolutely not.
I mean, you could put like 5-inch heels on, maybe.
Even then, I'm only like 5'6". Like, I'm still pretty rough.
You make me feel
heels
tall
everywhere. I legit wear giant heels everywhere. Like, I got no shame. The other day I was in like 6.5-inch heels, and like the person I was with was still taller than me. And they're
Samaj, we totally interrupted your stinky men in Jim's anecdote.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. That's okay. I've come to realize I'm just gonna let you guys go at it.
Are you enjoying it at least?
Oh, yes.
Give the Tangag a rest. You're gonna burst the fucking thing.
I'm not. Hey, you know what? I'm not fully erect yet. I'm good. I'm good.
Yet?
I'm good.
Oh,
It takes him 12 hours. It's that big.
Yeah.
Is it?
I mean,
Okay, well, so you have to be
It's like
unconscious.
inflating. It's like inflating an air balloon.
So if
Or an air mattress.
so wait,
An
so if
oblong
Anon
air
and I are
mattress.
like men,
Zeppelin.
you're like a woman. It just takes so fucking long.
It's true.
well, what you
No
have to
wonder you haven't been
understand.
laid.
What you have to understand is that ladies nowadays have to compete with porn, and I've been single for 8 years. I mean, my God, the porn.
I've
Why
never
am I
had to
hearing
compete
purrs?
with porn.
You're hearing
mean-
purrs because her adorable pussy is purring at you.
Yeah. It's part of the reason I've never
That's
had
the
to
dry one, right?
Yeah, the
compete with
dry
porn.
one. The hairy one. Oh.
I mean, I was gonna be like, how do you know the other one's not hairy? But I was like, fact.
I was gonna say don't even lie to me. Like, I know hair and that moistness don't fucking mix.
I know.
Everything
It is a
gets
problem.
stuck together. No.
Ugh.
Oh, now I hear purring kitty. This there's a whole lot of conflicting fucking feelings.
Ugh.
I loved the person in the chat, by the way, trying to like rail us onto a topic. And they just gave
Fuck
up.
you, no. What's the topic? Is there a topic? Well, Chris Roos 1965, find some fucking other shit to do.
We should seriously just pay you to roast the chat. Oh my god. That was fucking ruthless. You went in dry. Are you okay? Oh yeah, no.
I'm always
Big Master Anonymous has a point. The topic should clearly be
Tanga
Tanga
eggs.
eggs all the time.
It's about time for another plug, I think.
It is. Smosh?
Already on it in the chat.
he hand delivered it right to you.
I did indeed.
Oh my goodness.
So should
At
somebody
this
read
point,
that in like a sexy voice or?
Oh no, I think he's aware. I think he's a veteran with them now, like more so than we are, which is
What's
fucking bizarre because I introduced him to the fucking things.
Look, at this point,
With the Tanga eggs?
Yes.
you can either look.
How
look,
long
you-
does one last, Samaj? Just a curiosity.
Okay. First of all, at this point, you can either be really impressed that I've used them for as long as I have, or be incredibly depressed. Either response is perfectly valid. They can actually last quite a while. You just have to make sure you have toy cleaner. You clean them out all the time.
And you tape them up afterwards?
I'm guessing he doesn't have that problem, but Master Anonymous bursts through those motherfuckers.
You can. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, if you get good and violent with those things, you will just fucking destroy them. And they do tend to stretch out and wear out and all that stuff.
They will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
You made Master Anonymous sad.
I just think, you guys should
they
get,
are
like-
good for 4 to 6 uses for people that actually wanted an answer to that question.
So they're
4
like
to
basic
6
disposables.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they're fun. If like on the inside they've got all these different ribbings. And people forget that like the penis is actually sensitive and can feel that shit.
Yeah.
I think
I mean,
they're
I
very
don't.
good.
I like when I'm giving blowjobs to like hum a little bit.
So you give good hummers is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Girl.
You just gotta get like the back of your throat vibrating a little bit. So like
Listen,
as
girl.
it's going down your throat, like you can like feel it, like, you know.
Well,
I just like to give a little extra because I'm extra.
And like it's the same concept when you what.
Master Anonymous said they're really meant for 4 uses. After that, they stand a chance of growing little samaj mushrooms.
Well, that too. I mean, I tend to call them my children, but I mean.
Are you in a bathroom?
No, I'm washing a glass. Sorry.
I thought you were peeing. I thought this got really intimate all of a sudden.
No.
No.
That would be a lot of
hour.
pee. It's very fast.
Hey man, you
like Fast and Furious out there. What?
Apparently every single overused tank egg in the whole world's gonna grow samaj mushrooms.
It's because of the pre-test. He's got to test them out before they ship out to anybody else, Just double check on them.
Samaj has single-handedly tested every tank egg ever. Oh god. Nobody's gonna want to buy them after that.
I remember one time I created a whole lore for Tenga eggs and how they were created. And primarily because I was asked onto a stream about evolution, and everyone was talking about all this very different stuff. I had no idea what the fuck it was. And when they asked me to say something, I gave them some bullshit thing about how southern people in the deep south who tend to like to fuck frogs.
Turning the fucking frogs gay?
Yeah, they fucking turned their fucking frogs gay. Well, but then they were like, well, this is against nature and God and all that kind of stuff. So they forced scientists to create an alternative source, and that's how we got Tenga eggs. They're
beautiful.
Really, yeah, I mean...
I thought the frogs were already gay. Like, aren't they the French?
Yeah. Speaking of frogs, I was super surprised, and I'm pretty sure this person got banned. But I went at this anime convention I went to. I saw a woman walking around with a Pepe mask, and
that's
a
why
giant
they didn't get banned.
Dick.
I meant like a giant like paper mache helmet that you wore, like a big round one.
If that had been a guy, they would have been thrown out.
She might have been thrown out. I don't know. I never saw her again. I meant to go. I was in line for food, and so I couldn't leave my spot.
Of course you were.
Yeah, but I really wanted to take a picture. But that was early in the day, and I never saw her again.
Maybe they did kick her out.
They took her to the special room.
What's the special room? I want to go to the special room. Are there cookies?
Do they do anal probing in the special room? Because I'm down.
I think you're thinking of the furry conventions.
Yeah. Wrong con.
Although, at this particular anime convention, there is this thing called the Room of Mystery. And you have to show your ID in order to be let in, because whatever they play is a mystery. It could be just regular anime. It could be live action. It could be porn. The tentacle variety.
Yay!
Who knows?
That's what I like.
But
I got so excited when Kurt. So much. There's so much potential with tentacle porn. Like, are you fucking serious?
I knew I had picked the right man for you.
Eichenwald. When he had those tentacle tabs up, I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, they're bringing back tentacle porn. Now that I can make so many more jokes about it. I had an entire thing going on. Like, I made like a baby, like, they have this little like game, and I made like a little baby Cthulhu, and I was like playing with this guy on Twitter. I was like, do you still love me? Even though, like, these like anime things that I like, anime avatar alleys that I made. And I was like, do you still love me even though I have a baby Cthulhu? And he's like, that's the risk we run sometimes doing the things that we do. And I'm like, it was like a week-long thing. We like raised this baby like tentacle monster.
HP oh
Lovecraft.
My god, that's
got to work in quite a few jokes about that. Huh?
just I want you to know that I have hobbies. I have hobbies.
Ooh.
What, like HP Lovecraft
look at him.
Type?
Just look at my avatar. No? Okay.
Can you see him, Allie?
He likes to dribble.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the Oh, you have those? I saw those on Amazon. Like 5 or 6 people sent those to me in DMs. They're like, if you really are into tentacles, you should buy these. And I was like,
Well, look, here's your man.
Right? I would totally masturbate with those. They don't look sturdy enough to satisfy me, though.
They're not.
Yeah, they look a little wobbly.
Yeah, they're
I was
wibbly.
trying to think like if I could stick something in there that would make it like, maybe I could just like fill it with water and like freeze it.
Yeah, but the cold, it sticks. Don't do that.
I fucking love the cold. Like, are you serious? I masturbate with popsicles all the time.
Oh, too cold. It sticks. No.
There is a wonderful website called. There is a
It
wonderful
won't
website.
stick.
It's like your tongue stuck to a pole, woman. Don't do that.
No, it doesn't. I've used ice and stuff before. I like sensory play.
Okay,
and I like
ice
cold
is
stuff.
different because you can like warm it up a little bit so the surface is slippery. But for real, don't take something from the freezer and put it on your hoo.
I mean, I don't take it directly out of the freezer and like.
Yeah, don't do that.
There's also. I mean, I don't know what they're made out of because that would depend on what kind of lube. There's water-based, there's silicone-based lube, but I'd probably use like a silicone-based lube because that's more of my speed. If I was using something icy, I know how to do it.
You're like, it doesn't stick to me. I'm fine. I don't like fucking glue my pussy lips together with ice.
And if I did, I would just call the rescue crew.
Ooh,
firefighters! I have a question.
I've gotten got a frozen dildo stuck in my pussy. Could you come warm it up for me?
Do any of you do mouth to lips resuscitation?
Oh man, please let him in. I want to know what the fuck he's talking about too.
I'll just let you know that there is a website called Bad Dragon Dildos where you can order a tentacle dildo.
I've seen those.
If you really want. And
she's like not fucking impressed.
And if you really like some interesting or to be filled up, I guess they do sell cum lube, which you can get them to have a little tip at the end and a hose, and you can get it just sort of.
Those are so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, I totally understand vibrators and dildos. I get what the fuck they're for, but why would you want one that simulates jizz?
In case you want to put it on your face. I mean...
some women have really fucked up fantasies, and it's just never... Yeah.
It's just never real enough. We can make dildos that jizz, but we can only give men like pocket pussies and tang eggs, apparently.
Oh my god.
I love the sex robots. I'm super excited about those. We need more male masturbatory aids.
I think Chris Roos 1965 wants us to talk about the dyed witches.
What the fuck is that? I'm actually, what is it?
I don't know. He would DM, but he doesn't tweet, so fucking lame.
Thanks.
I'm trying to get him in. Hold on.
Why don't you just tweet the Hangout link at this point? Nobody's watching.
I was just about to do that.
Nobody's fucking watching yet.
If this is gonna get to be about like serious shit, I'm gonna finish this beer and go to bed.
That's the only reason we're staying awake is because we're not talking about serious shit.
And pretty much. I mean, at this point, like, if it's not gonna be fun and it's gonna be about like the mass statutory rape of teen immigrant boys by a group of old women, then I'm.
It won't let me post a link in for some reason. So.
Oh, I can do it. I got a wrench.
All right.
Better let me do it. Fucking make a liar out of me. No, there it goes. Click on that. Click it. Nobody wants to talk to us anyways because we're disgusting, but there it is.
I was going to say, when Samara, what was it, the special room?
Stop tentacle shaming me. It's not funny anymore.
At least I'm not shit shaming you anymore.
Does everyone remember? I think it was about 4 years ago in Canada during Halloween. There was a feminist haunted house thing.
I'm not sure. Where's Canada?
That is the scariest haunted house I've ever heard
They
of
had
ever.
severed penises in the front lawn, and I think they
I
had
have
like
no
Oh
idea.
my God.
they had a huge tube that you had to crawl through, and people groped you as you went through.
I have no idea.
That
Was it the
sounds
urethra?
terrible.
Was that what they called it? It's the urethra, isn't it? You got to crawl through this urethra.
No, I
and
think
get
it's something about being birthed.
Ew.
Yeah, it was right.
Nobody.
There's a reason I
Nobody
don't
likes
remember my
birth.
birth. I'd rather not.
You guys
I've
ever
never
see
seen a birth. I don't want to.
You've
I
never
wanna
seen
relive
one?
it. No.
You know
and
what's
don't you
funny?
fucking dare send me one. I won't.
As
I
you
can't.
said that,
It's official. I can't click links from him for a fucking month now.
as you said that, there's like some, I don't know, suggested video on this that's called Lakshmi, I guess Bollywood, and it's like a lady with her legs up and some other lady sitting in between them, and I'm like,
Turn
it
your
looks like
camera
she's
off.
giving birth, but she's not.
I mean, unless you want to show yourself, but your camera's
Me?
on. No,
Mine. Oh.
Chris has joined us, and his camera's on.
Is it? I can only see his icon.
Oh no, his camera's
Hello?
on. I can. Yeah, I can see furniture or something. Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
I just wanted to, I'll hang up, but I just wanted to ask if, I was asking Bane if he would look into that. I tracked it down to the original and it was all in Swedish and it's in a PDF form so you can't use Google Translate. I'm sorry to ruin your party.
Oh, it's all right.
I was just talking to Bane about that. I thought I had him on live there in the chat, so that's
So
all.
dyed witches. I'll look into that during the week.
Well, just Google it, and yeah, thanks. I appreciate that, Bane.
Is it dyed as in like color dyeing, or dye as in dye, like death?
DYED, and you'll find it will take you, if you put it in quotes, to some sketchy sources that aren't really the kind of thing. I don't know. We got to get past these English language ones to the original. I don't know how to do it because I don't know anybody who knows Swedish, but there's a guy named Sondre who I think Bane knows.
Yeah.
And, maybe we could get some help from somebody over there to find out if it's going on, because it'd be really nice if we could, if it's true, I hope it's not true, but if it's really shocking, I think everybody, your audience would be interested, Bane, if you wanted to find out about it. But it's kind of complicated, but it's I'd like to see it stop. That's what I care about. I'd like to see him stop.
What is it exactly?
And
Yeah, just explain it quickly to.
Well, it's hard to say because I'd rather other people, you all could please just not just take it from me, but research it yourself as well. But from what I was able to gather in some of these sketchy reports, there's a group of women, they're older and fat and Swedish and feminist, radical femmes, real bad, serious. And they work with accepting refugees and trying to, help them. They're supposed to be helping the refugees to, learn Swedish and such. And they end up taking them home, keeping them. I don't know if they're all underage, but apparently they've admitted. This guy who wrote it he started out, I guess he's got a, geez, I can't remember. You'll find it if you look, but it's on Swedish, but it seems to be for some sort of glossy good magazine. And he started out as his first thing I can see on his Wikipedia page is he started out as a sort of a Marxist journalist. So that's take that into it. But anyway,
So where did you hear about this, by the way?
Geez, the original way I got on the track I can't remember right now, but
Because I just did a quick search, and the first one that came up was the Daily Stormer. Which
yeah, I'm sorry about that.
that's not
That's
good
the
site.
opposite of the. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
that's why I'm trying to say let's just ignore that and let's say
And see what we can find. Yep.
Are there
yeah,
any
because they what's
citations in
happening
the
is
Daily Stormer article? Sometimes there
yeah,
are.
they do. You can trace them, and or if you keep looking at past that, there's some other articles in some other languages, and I didn't mean to bring y'all down. You're having
Oh,
such a
no,
good
it's
time.
No,
okay.
that's all right.
I just was, I had Bane there in the chat, and I just wanted to say, but apparently, he himself is not, a right winger, but he started at least, I guess, in college as a sort of a left wing journalist, and Daily Stormer just sort of like found this, or somebody in Swedish found this that likes Daily Stormer, and they wanted to talk about it to them. But anyway, let's ignore the Daily Stormer and get to the guy. And apparently, he was like supposed to be, they trusted him because he's sort of a leftist. And they really told him the truth about what's going on. There's like one of the quotes is, "Oh, we all do it. Everybody gets a boy, and they take him home and make him work and abuse him and." I don't know what they're doing. So when you hear about these terrible reports of Muslim rape gangs, which exist in Europe, I think that this is an interesting thing to think about. When you think about that, is where maybe they're getting it from. But anyway, I think I ought to hang up, let you guys play.
Well, I was just going to say, I remember years ago seeing a documentary about a feminist satanic panic. I think it was in
Jesus,
Sweden.
that's true. Oh my God, that was frightening.
Yeah,
I
and
never
it
saw.
was,
No, this was like these people were scary. I mean, really, they were kidnapping girls and they couldn't leave,
yeah,
and they were.
exactly.
Oh my God! It was like a horror movie. It was beyond the sort of joke stuff that we normally hear from feminists, but it was really deeply sick and disturbing. And go ahead, Bane. Can you describe what it
Well,
was?
I think everyone knows the satanic panic that happened in America in the 80s, where they said that people playing Dungeons and Dragons are actually performing satanic rituals and shit like that.
I'm
It's
young and I remember that.
yeah, it's like you combine that with feminism in Sweden, and they were kidnapping
What?
these girls, and they were supposed to have been part of
They had
some
these
satanic
beliefs.
ceremony, and
Well, they had these beliefs that there were like all the important people in Sweden. None of it was true. They made accusations to like judges and important people in Sweden that they were all getting together. And if you've read The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, this idea that they're exploiting these there's these rape gangs of bankers and important people, and they're all and it was just turned, and they were all doing, and then it got really crazy with satanic things that supposedly happened, and just they took it to the government, and the government just said, we don't know what you're talking about, we'll look into everything. And they looked into everything, and it just nothing came up. And there was a place, and it was called Somebody's Friends, and it was named after a woman, a girl who had been harmed by men somehow, and it was friends of some name like Maria, and they had a like a battered woman's shelter that you could get into, and it was really hard to get out. And this woman in this, it's a YouTube video if you could find it, Bane,
I think I saw it like 3 or 4 years ago, and from memory,
yeah,
it wasn't in
yeah.
English.
Oh no,
It had
it was all
subtitles.
subtitled. Yeah, but I mean, it's like, how twisted can you get is over there? It's hard to believe. It's really kind of, if it became more widely known, I think that maybe that would be a step towards making it stop. And so it would be good if like YouTubers with some kind of audience brought attention to it and discussed it, I thought.
Well, I found an article which is not in English, so I'll have a word to Sandre and let's see what we can do.
All right. Thanks a lot, Bane. Have a good time, y'all.
Thanks for dropping by, man.
All right. Bye.
I think it's the first time I've spoken to you live.
Oh yeah, that's true. I don't usually I don't get on the YouTube too much. I do in the comment section. I do some Patreon, and I do a lot of other things on the internet, but not really my thing.
That's
Oh,
cool.
but it's
I mean,
fun.
I've known you for a long time, so it's good to finally speak to you.
Yeah, I really, I want to say, Bane, I really support what you do. You're really amazing. I think of all, like I said, like of all the people that I Patreon, I think that you're one of the most deserving because just a clear amount of work that goes into it, and really, I call it anti-defamation work. Basically, what you're doing is when people defame the men's rights movement, they don't get away with it without a response video from Bane, step by step, taking it apart. I appreciate that kind of logic and reason in any kind of topic, but I consume a lot of bullshit debunking videos. Like you, I started out with like I was interested in the anti-creationist and sort of atheist videos, but that got
I think
bored
it's where
after a
a lot of it
while.
came from.
Yeah, and just I'm interested in when the sort of plot twists where what you had been thinking before, it's kind of like the best part of the movie, right? When you realize, hey man, what you had been thinking is not the case at all. People call it the red pill, but I think it's about not just that one topic, but lots of things about like trying to get to where the point where you're perceiving reality correctly. And it's really fascinating, and I just really like your work.
Thanks, man. That means a lot.
All right, man. How do I log out of this thing? All right, I think I see.
Just close the window.
All right, there it is. All right, I'm on the phone here. I got to touch it here. All right, thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Bye-bye.
Yep, there he goes.
Aw. That was so sweet.
Oh, he was nice.
He was.
He's been a long time subscriber, and I've never talked to him live before, so that was good.
Aw,
I like
that
my
was sweet.
subscribers. Most of them.
They hate me.
You don't keep
They
cunts
don't
around,
hate
is that
you.
it?
Oh my god, this video had 2 dislikes like almost right away.
This video?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just because we're talking shit. It's not the serious stuff that I often do.
But it's your second channel. Come
I know.
God.
Some serious stuff here too, but a lot of it's just relaxing. It's not,
Yeah, I mean,
not
this
as
is
heavy.
the bar. We don't bring heavy subjects here. Not very often.
Well, we do.
That's why she
occasionally,
invited
and then-
me. I don't talk about anything serious ever.
You did though. You're fucking crack babies for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You had us all depressed.
Whoops. Sorry. Their lives are depressing.
Yeah, now I'm depressed again. See,
It's great.
Well, the thing is with these particular types of streams is that they're like therapy. They're just
They
something
are.
you go on to, you get drunk, you just shit talk and say whatever.
Relax.
I mean, we'll still talk about the other things here and there. I mean,
well,
part of the things.
the stuff that we normally talk about seriously is pretty heavy, right? It's serious shit, and we're basically outnumbered by our opponents. So it's good to
Unwind.
just unwind and just talk shit for a change.
Well, and I don't even know if it's really that big of a that big of a deal as it used to be, because I think that the culture war is pretty much over. I'm pretty sure
It's
that.
not.
Well, here's
I
the
don't
thing.
think it's over. I think it's a long way from over, but it has.
If you
turned.
look at it,
It has turned.
Well,
If you look at
I
the,
have developed a hypothesis, though.
Oh,
Like
yeah, we
everybody
wanna
makes fun of bottle blondes because, like, it's so much bleach and it's going to your brain, and that's why you're so stupid. But like those fucking rainbow hair colors, I mean, that's definitely doing brain damage. That's because you got to double process that shit. First you bleach it, then you dye it. So it's like
That's right. This is natural red hair, people. I'm not one of them.
I mean, I'm a natural blonde, but
Exactly.
right
so
now
you're
it
not.
has dye in it. But
It doesn't count. It's fine.
I mean,
Well,
I
my
love that one of
friends,
the first things in the chat was, "What did you do to your hair? It's gone." And I'm
I
so
liked it.
happy. Me too. I'm so happy. Like you don't even understand. I fucking hate hair. Payne's been listening to me whine about how much I hate hair probably for what, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
It feels like a year.
It's probably been. God, I need a haircut. Oh fuck.
It's definitely been longer than 2
That was
weeks. It's been at least 6, I think.
It's been more frequently in the last few weeks, though. Like since I got it, like before I got it cut. Because
that was the last stream where I was
was
talking about hair going in your ass.
'Cause you were meant to have it cut last month, I think it was. So
Yeah, I had planned on going, but then I ended
Yeah.
up working.
yeah. So I've been hearing about it since.
Yes, I've
Yeah.
been very upset about it. I was very close to shaving my head, so you guys should be happy there's any hair left.
I'm always super
If you
sad
do-
when I have to cut my hair.
If you do shave it, do it on the bar.
You want me to?
No, I don't want you to shave it, but if you do it on the bar.
I have a video
I'll
of
do it.
I have a video of my sister shaving some guy on our hockey team's mullet.
Oh, my cousin has a mullet and it looks great. Actually, it's gone now, but I miss the mullet.
We posted it, and his mom was like, "Thank God, I'm so happy that you finally cut the mullet."
Oh, come on, come on, business in the front, party in the back. What's wrong with a mullet?
It was a sweet mullet.
Oh, you ruined it.
Yeah, he did, and now he's like
Women.
balding. So
I
he
tend to think that
started getting a receding hairline. So he's like, before it all goes, I'm growing out a mullet.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to go out.
Yeah.
I tend to think that the Star Wars prequels ruined mullets.
Hey,
That's my working theory.
hey, rat tails, not mullets.
If you say so.
Oh, that little Padawan braid.
Yes.
Ugh.
She's
I
like,
guess-
I'm finally dry.
I guess that's,
I know.
that might be why Luke Skywalker said in the last Star Wars trailer, the Jedi must end. Like, yeah,
It's because of the mullet, and there's too many women now.
yeah.
Oh, either kill the women or kill the Jedi. One of the two.
Well, that's the working thing when a lot of these feminists end up in fandoms. It's like, we're just gonna take all the old guys and we're just gonna kill them off. Like, just
That's
look
the
at
thing.
Marvel.
Star Wars doesn't feel forced to me. Harrison Ford wanted. He doesn't. Harrison Ford wanted Han Solo to die like ages ago. Ages ago, like in the
Well,
original.
I just hope that The Last Jedi isn't a rehash of The Empire
Shut up.
Strikes Back.
Nobody cares what you think.
Probably will. Well, you have to understand.
I'm fine
Harrison
with it.
Ford-
More Star Wars. Give it to me.
Part
The thing
of the
that
reason why-
bothered me about that, though, was like, how come it took so long for Luke to get his shit together, and then Rey's just like, got this. I'm gonna go fight Kylo Ren, and it's like, bitch, you don't know what you're doing.
Well,
Because-
Oh wait, you do.
She had contact with the Force, ish.
Yeah, so
I
did
suppose.
Anakin, but that, I mean,
Yeah,
that
and
just
he
helped
was a
him win
prodigy,
one
too.
pod race.
No, he was a prodigy too.
Yeah, he did blow
Yeah,
up
and look what happened.
he did blow up the control ship.
Yeah, he's broken. We all know he's broken.
So I mean, if I
hate
saw
sand.
somebody that was that good at the Force, I'd be like, fucking kill this bitch
I hate
now.
sand.
But my problem with
Gets
Force
everywhere.
My problem with The Force Awakens was it followed the exact same plot as A New Hope.
Okay, with it.
Of course it did.
Okay,
Why
with
would
it.
you
More
rewrite
Star Wars.
something that made you so much money?
Well, a lot of
Swap.
here's the thing. I mean, the Force isn't something that you just like all the various different things that we see that you can do. That you don't just inherit that. You have to learn how to do that. And Rey, without learning that she even remotely had the Force, could do all this magnificent stuff without training.
Yeah, but he pod
Right, I mean,
raced
even Luke-
as a fucking 6-year-old.
But
Yeah, he
even
made-
but he worked
he
on
went-
that, and he lost a lot of races. And
but he
even
did it.
even Luke like had the training ball, and he had Ben Kenobi. Rey's just out there on her own, like I'm
She's
a
also 3
strong
times
woman,
his
and I know
age.
the fate.
Yeah, that's
What?
the other thing. Well,
She's 3 times his age.
She's not
he
3
was like-
times Luke's
No.
age.
No,
in the
Anakin
Star
Luke was
Wars,
old. Yeah, well,
in the
Yes,
Star
he was.
Wars, in the Star Wars mythology, you're essentially you start your training.
She's
and
secretly
you-
like 56.
yeah.
She's got cunt flaps.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what helps her, you know, the extra
Guys, it's the
stability.
flaps. They feel it.
Kylo Ren's
My-
like, get out of here, you old bitch.
My flaps are tingling.
Oh, there's a nice sound bite.
Are you gonna
Use
make a
it.
trailer?
You have my
Bane.
permission.
Bane, are you gonna make a trailer and the opening line will be my flaps are tingling?
I gotta do it with that infliction, though.
Are you gonna get a bunch of Star Wars soundtrack there? Like
Yes, please.
my flaps.
My flaps.
Just
Are
get
tingling.
get the lightsaber sound, and then just my flaps are tingling, and
Yes,
then
please.
start it.
Yes, please.
No, you don't masturbate with a lightsaber. That's
Why not?
Why not, right?
not if it's switched on.
It's hot and phallic shaped.
It'll dry you out, that's for sure.
No, it
They
won't.
have different settings on them. Obviously, if you
must.
didn't understand that at the Jedi Temple, they would not give those little younglings full powered lightsabers to fight each other and to spar. They would
They should.
power down, like, hello.
Okay, so you need like the little ones.
Yeah, you need to. I mean, I think it's just a setting. I think you just adjust one of the little knobs. I mean, that's how I'd make it.
I don't know.
I'd be like, I'm going to tase you, bitch, with my lightsaber. But if you really piss me off, done.
My flaps are tingling.
I swear to God, you're gonna say that during foreplay and go, my flaps are tingling.
What
She doesn't
foreplay?
do foreplay.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Master Anonymous knows how to get down to business.
Is that your code? Is that the code word you say when you're about to come? It's like
My
oh,
flaps are tingling.
I don't actually
think you
say
need to
anything at
tell him,
all when
though.
I come.
Yeah, no, it's just a whole lot of noise.
But I do like it when they tell me, because I'm like, oh, I did a good job. Yay. And then that makes me come again.
And then you're like, now I'll make you a sandwich.
Yeah. I mean, I usually do the sandwiching. Like, I always make sure that they eat before, because I'm like, this may be a long time. And then they're like, why? And I'm like, because, like, you know, you'll get me off a bunch, but, like, you'll enjoy it. So you'll want to stay and stick around. And I don't want you getting a cramp. So, like, let's just
Eat
have
a
a nice
sandwich,
meal.
dear.
yeah, like, you know, a nice sandwich, a banana, like, get some potassium
Some
in there, a little
protein.
bit of sodium, and, you know, and then you'll be ready to go.
the
And
Those
you know,
electrolytes. Oh, you know what? Peanut butter.
20 or
and
20 or
banana
30
sandwich.
orgasms later, and they're like, oh my God, I still haven't come yet. And I'm like, I'm telling you, like, it's a marathon. Like, they're like, how does this even? And I'm like, I don't know, but is it terrible for you? And they're like, not really. I wouldn't still be here. And I'm like, all right, then there you go. So, I mean,
make sure to tell them. All right, so the first drawer has a bunch of sex toys, and in the third drawer, that's where all the Gatorade is. You're gonna need some of that.
There's some power bars
Yeah,
and some energy drinks in the fridge
I
over there.
you know, I make sure I bring like the appropriate fruits into the bedroom, like the appropriate like amount of water, so we can like stop and like relax. Because I mean, it takes it out of you.
Who was it we
So
were talking to that was like, oh, whipped cream's too sticky?
Oh yeah, what
Oh.
the fuck?
Who the fuck was that?
I don't know. You guys talk about sex so often, I lost track. It's probably open.
Somebody on Twitter was like, "Oh, whipped cream's too sticky," and both of us were like, "Bitch, you are not licking enough."
Yeah, you're just supposed like I don't know. Are you like licking it off of some nasty like flapjack tits? Like what are you doing? Like, because I've never had anybody be like, I'm sorry, I'm just done licking your tits for right now. I know it's a little bit sticky. Here's a washcloth. Like,
Your tits are gross. Clean yourself up.
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to leave these for now because it's just too much. I've just had too much time licking your tits at this point.
I love that we're
like,
shaming somebody and we don't even remember who it was. We're like, fuck you, random girl who's like, whipped cream
just
is sticky.
A rando.
Turns out it's not a rando, and Fad's gonna be like, hey. Oh no. We're in trouble. She's gonna send me fucking pus pictures now.
Who?
Fad. She hasn't for a long time, thank God. Don't laugh, because it'll encourage her. She'll start up again, and I'm gonna blame you. She sends you fucking, like, exploding cysts. Like, look! This is what happens if you shave your pussy. Like, thanks. Thank you.
I mean, I don't shave it, so that's fine.
Waxing is expensive, bitch.
I don't use wax either.
What the fuck do you do? Home laser yourself?
No, I do. I use Nair.
Oh, that burns. What are you doing?
It doesn't bother me. I use the stuff for I have blonde hair. It doesn't really take that long for it to just like all fall out. But
my cunt hair burns fast. It's fine.
Yeah. I use the one that's like bikini specific.
They got bikini specific stuff?
Yeah, dude. What?
Oh man, I've learned so much today. I have to go to the store. Bye.
Vagina routine.
I'm leaving now. I have to seriously. I have to go to the store.
Like my
Master
vagina
Anonymous, are you taking notes?
Sacrosanct. It is pristine. I literally have an entire routine that goes into that.
That sounds super pleasant. I had no idea that Nair made like bikini specific shit.
Yeah, they make bikini
I'm
specific.
super excited about it.
Yeah. I mean,
I knew somebody just came out with like bikini specific clippers that I was really excited about.
Her flaps are tingling.
Yes, my flaps were tingling.
I just like, yeah, like there's a whole like daily juice routine that goes into that. There's a whole washing routine that goes into it.
Wait, you do that? You do it daily?
No, I don't Nair it daily.
I was gonna say, you fucking Sasquatch, how much do you need to do it?
That's usually like a weekly task. That's usually like a weekly task. That does not happen every day.
Jesus, every day.
But
you have to do the routine. Butt too?
No, don't do my ass. Just stick Nair right up in there, like figure it out. Like, why do you have ulcerative colitis? Is it a real disease? No, it's from all the Nair I shove up my ass.
Gives me wicked diarrhea though.
Yeah. The doctor's like, don't do that. That's not great for you. I'm like, oh shit.
Doesn't it cure autism or something?
It definitely does. No, that's bleach.
Nair suppositories give you autism?
Oh, come on. Don't bring me back to the fucking people that put bleach in their kids' ass. I don't need to.
Why do they put bleach in their kids' ass?
Because they think it cures autism, and then they shit out their intestinal lining, and they're like, look, autistic parasites. Fucking people are...
Yeah, but their ass is hairless, so, you know, there's that.
It is.
It's either hairless or really blonde.
Don't bleach enema your kids. That's what we should call this stream.
I thought it was gonna be condiments for cunts.
Or my flaps are tingling.
Yeah, very renamed.
My flaps are tingling.
What if you renamed it too?
We'll go have a look.
Oh no, I'm scared now though. I am actually. Yes. Yeah. No, I had a right to be afraid.
It's not even my fault that time.
Yes, it is. It's always your fault.
No.
Yeah.
Lies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Nobody else has a vagina process that they do every day, because I do. Not a thing
Wait,
for
what do
normal
you
people.
do to it every day? Because we know
Like,
you don't
do
nair
I-
it every day.
No. You know, like when you take a shower, like, I mean, I make sure that I wash it out with like non-scented
Oh well, yeah. I
soap.
mean, you have to do that shit.
Yeah, and like
Obviously, that's normal showering routines. What woman doesn't
and
do
then
that?
I also drink 3 different types of juices to promote not tasting like
Water,
Amy Schumer's.
water.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water. Well, I live in Florida. It's fucking hot here. I drink like about 1.5 gallons a day.
Water's what makes you taste good.
Nah,
I mean,
Yeah.
Is that
I
how
have
you
feelings about that.
Is that
I
how you
drink,
avoid the fish?
Yeah, I drink.
The
Well, I
fish
drink. Like I said,
factory.
I drink about 1.5 gallons of water a day, which is a lot considering I'm pretty small. But I also drink peach juice and pineapple and mango every morning.
Pineapple's the only one that does anything.
No,
Yes.
no.
If he's telling you he tastes peaches, he's fucking lying.
God.
Really?
No, it does. It's
No.
helpful.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
I find it to be extremely helpful.
Do you put your own face down there?
I mean, I've tasted it, yeah.
Well, yeah, but do you do it on the daily?
I mean, it depends. Like, if I
Cut
deviate
out the
from
peach
the
and mango
routine,
juice and you won't notice a difference.
I do.
No, bullshit,
That's
you're
what I'm saying.
lying.
Take the
I'm
live
not lying
taste
to you.
test.
You're lying. She's a fucking liar.
I am not a liar.
Yeah, she's fucking lying.
I've switched it up a whole bunch of times, like, because I wanted to make that the optimal,
Pussy
and I
cocktail.
found that for me, mango, peach, and pineapple.
You fucking liar.
Why would I lie about? That's a weird thing to lie about. Like, I taste my pussy, and then you're like, no, you're lying about the juice that you drink.
You're a dirty liar if you say that the juice you drink makes it taste different.
It
The only-
does.
We need to do something for science. Can we get some
Samples?
we get some
Samples?
volunteers and some samples and
That's a good place. That's a good place for me to go to bed.
That sounds like a scenario for a porno.
It kind of does actually.
Taste testers.
Pussy tasting. Just like wine.
See, now you're telling everybody that I got a penis.
Well, I mean, you kind of do.
All they
Just a
have to
little.
say, all they have
You
to put
kind of
on,
do.
all they would have to put on for the title of that particular porno is for science.
I am dying.
Tell the female volunteers, yeah, we just need to eat you out. It's like, what? We just need, yeah, it's for science. I mean, it's a taste test. Fuck.
I don't even actually think any of those juices help at all. Like, I think it's more about clean in, clean out, and I drink 100% organic, and it helps get my daily fruit in. But yeah, I mean, I have no idea. But what I can tell you is when I drink more juice, I'm better off.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't know. I've never actually considered the juice thing. I've heard it a few times, but
I mean,
especially
I think
for
it
guys.
just I think it just depends on like your body composition and like how it works with whatever. But eating cleaner definitely is better for you taste wise. But it's also better for you sweat-wise. Like, you smell less if you eat cleaner than if you're just, like, eating a bunch of shit all the time.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Bane, how long have we been going on at this?
2 hours and 40 minutes.
2 hours and 40 minutes. All right, that's a lot of sex talk.
Sue Johansson should look out. Oh, she's probably too old.
Why do I know that name? It's been a while.
She was the super old nurse who was on at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And she would always talk about dildos and shit. She was a dirty fucking bitch. She was like 80 years old. And she's like, well, what you want to do when you want to have anal?
I think I know who you're talking about now. I remember her. My God,
Yeah.
it was the weirdest talk. You'd hear this kind of stuff, and it's coming from this old lady. I'm like, this is all very interesting stuff. I would love to hear it from a much more younger woman, preferably a blonde. But yeah, it was weird. I'm not saying I have an awkward boner. I'm just saying it was just weird.
Is that because
I
it's
think-
bent?
What's that?
Is that because it's bent?
Well, yeah. I'm not gonna say one way or the other.
There's nothing wrong with a bent dick. I mean,
I guess it depends how much it's bent, though, doesn't it?
well, it
I
depends
mean-
the direction, how you can utilize the positions to maximize it. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I guess.
Certain types of bends, there's certain things you can't do. Like, if you have a super curvy dick, it's really hard to deep throat it.
Look,
But
speaking of like bent dicks, and this is sort of the same thing, but not really. Have you seen the pictures of Double Dick Dude?
yes, diphallic dude. I posted that to somebody the other day. I love him. That is the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
Well, and to him, it's perfectly normal, and I suppose it would be. But my God, it's one of those things.
I don't think to him it's perfectly normal. I think he realizes that he's a little bit of a circus freak, and that's why he does so much porn. And yeah,
Well, he doesn't do porn.
yeah, the diphallic dude.
I'd have to look that up because last time I heard, he wasn't going to do it.
He's got a whole Twitter.
Oh,
doing
Hold
what?
on.
I'm going to look this up right now.
I feel left out. What am I missing?
Just go to Twitter and go DIPHALLIC and then dude. 25-year-old bi guy with diphalia, best known from my Reddit AMA and my book. And then he has like all of these little like porn shit all over the place.
I cannot find what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, me neither.
Someone's really drunk, I think.
Can you respell that a little slower? Let me make sure I didn't misspell it. D.
Hold on.
Allie.
Okay.
All right, I just tweeted at you.
I think this is the
So you
first
guys are-
time I've actually started on camera and then like ditched it halfway through.
You guys are all tagged. He's tagged also. So just click on the one
that's
that's not
great.
familiar. Yeah,
Whoa, what the fuck is this?
it's 2 dicks,
Yeah, the guy with 2 dicks.
Whoa.
right?
Why? Also, why?
Well,
Because
it's
Oh,
one
why
of
is
those,
he
like,
wearing a thong with in between?
double your
Why?
pleasure, double
I'm
your
leaving.
fun.
I'm leaving now. I don't need to be here.
That would be
I
the
shouldn't have
best
come
double
back.
gum
I
commercial.
should have just stayed in my air-conditioned bedroom. This is fucking bullshit.
Well, that's unique, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
That's not right. That looks like double the work to me. That doesn't that doesn't look fun.
He puts
Well,
in the work, you know. He's the diphallic
Also-
dude.
That looks painful and unpleasant
Well-
and horrible.
he was born with it. He was born this way, so it's really nothing big to him. Because
How many
as far as
testicles
he's
does he have?
Oh
Dick
my
shape-
god, and he tweets out the fake news CNN memes. That's really funny.
Why? What is this?
I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the follow button because I predict interesting things from this.
I'm so what?
You didn't know this was a thing?
No, but apparently he has a stalker.
What?
Yeah, he's like, update, lunatic on Reddit shocked that he's being ridiculed for stalking me. Asks if he's on crazy pills.
Wow. Some guys are just.
Why would a man be stalking you? That's what I want to know.
I still want to know how many testicles he's got. Is it 3, 4, 2?
It looks like
There's
2.
pictures. He think he just has 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
That's so fucking weird.
I mean,
Do they both function?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why is he wearing a thong? Why is he wearing a front thong? I don't understand.
So when he masturbates, it's like milking a cow.
No shit. You go back and forth between the two, or one at a time, or
So I found out about this guy because somebody
wait,
sent
does
me
one of
like,
them shoot a
picture
bigger
on my
load?
birthday.
Of course they did.
I mean, those I guess would be things to ask him when he does Reddit again.
I'm just this what?
It looks like he has a busted rectum though.
Oh, that one. It looks like you had like prolapse or something.
I
think
don't know what.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
What are you looking at?
all
I'm
right.
just under his media.
Look, if you look on his Twitter, click media, scroll
No,
down.
thank you. I'm
Look,
okay with it.
At this
I'd
point, it's
rather
just
not.
it's pure curiosity at this point.
His pubes look like a little mustache.
And he's clearly, I don't know. I mean, this guy is. I'm not going to say anything about his character because I really don't know. It's just one of those interesting moments in life.
Why would what? His Twitter is
Oh,
weird.
look. Yeah, like he's plugging him up. He's. Yep. Well,
Yeah,
that's
this
a lot
is-
more about that
You
guy
know,
than I wanted to know.
It's
yeah,
kind
cool.
of funny how the stream is like we're not even giving any listeners context. We're like, aha, yeah. Well, how does he? I know, right?
Okay,
Just
we're
go to
looking at a
Twitter
guy with
and
2
look
dicks.
at
The guy with 2 dicks.
yeah, the diphallic dude, as in 2 phalluses.
I always knew.
It's not right.
I always
Oh
knew him as
man, so
double.
does that put a whole new spin on like double dickin'?
No
Yeah.
shit.
Like you're
Well-
like hand job, but it's the same guy. You're just like, I'm double dicking it every night with my boyfriend, and they're like, wow, that's crazy.
guys
Is it a
are-
new person every time? Like, no, he just has 2 dicks.
Wow.
Yeah, everyone's got what?
That guy doesn't seem like a single lady dude.
Could you get a disease? I'm sure he's not. Could
Wait,
you get...
could you get a disease in one and not in the other one?
Yeah, not the other.
We're asking the hard questions. You should ask him that.
I mean, that's
Treat it-
actually like a
it
retarded
at
question because I guess once it's in your system, it's there and like. But I mean, I don't know. Does it? I don't know how it works. That's a bad question.
Well,
We
yeah.
should tag her in that. Can you check this out and explain, please?
Yeah, I would. Why is it always so giant? He's a shower, not a grower, obviously.
He's got a big dick, I guess.
I don't know.
No, some of them are just that's all. What you see is what you get.
I
Some of
mean,
the small ones grow a lot.
Well, he's kind of been.
does your dick hang low? Does it wobble to and fro? I mean,
Don't tie it in a knot. You'll go to the ER.
He's been.
unless you want to meet a hot nurse. I mean,
I guess he's
Hey,
like
she's
double.
coming to Canada now, so
I guess he was double blessed.
I don't know where Double Dick lives.
double black.
Double-
I'm not the
he-
stalker, so I don't know anything about him beyond the fact that he has 2 dicks. And
Look,
somebody
he-
sent him to me on my birthday, and I was like, oh God, that looks like a lot to handle. Stressing me out.
well, not only does he have the blessing of an extra penis, but it's also they're both also large penises. So that's why I say he's like double blessed or something.
Yeah, but if
Both-
they don't grow any more than what they're showing, they're pretty much average.
No, I think they grow. It's just I think his main problem is blood flow. Because can you imagine how much blood must go into those things just to get him erect?
Can he only get one boner at a time? And like, is he a lefty or a righty?
There's a fucking picture where one of them's like semi-erect and the other one's totally flaccid. Is so weird.
Does he piss?
So like, if he's
that would be horrible.
So like, if he's fucking some bitch and he's got a rock hard righty, is lefty just left there like flapping against her ass? Like,
maybe it's in her ass.
But if it's flaccid, I mean, that wouldn't be pleasant for anyone.
Everything sounds horrible and painful and unpleasant.
I mean, apparently he's living the good life. He wrote a book, so.
Well, yeah, he's got 2 dicks. You gotta milk that. Of course,
Everybody
he's living
wants
the
to
good
know about
life.
your life.
He's got double male privilege. It's fucking bullshit.
He gets extra sandwiches?
He must.
Have you seen the split dicks?
Those
I
are
don't want
tentacle
to.
dicks.
Don't want to.
Who would do that to themselves? Who would get plastic surgery to split their dick down the middle?
Lunatics?
Yeah, pretty much.
People who saw the pictures of the double dick dude and got jealous.
I don't know how I went away from this conversation and came
Like
back to it being worse than when I was
Cut
here.
salami.
Why would you cut your dick in half?
I don't know.
It's meant to increase pleasure for the woman.
What?
Fuck that.
Like, okay, genital piercings will do that, but they usually do it for both parties. Like,
But it creates like a V shape, apparently. I mean, I don't know. I haven't done it.
Split Dicks is also an album by 2-Inch Astronaut.
Sounds like you've been looking into this a little bit there, Vane.
I just Googled it.
Years and years ago, a friend had a book called The Modern Primitive, and that was one of the things in it.
Ew, I don't like the way that looks. That looks fucked up.
What was that?
I love that she looked it up. Of course she did.
Yeah, I was very concerned. I mean, these somebody put a picture of a hot dog, like a burnt hot dog with like a crack in the middle on a china plate.
Close enough. Close enough.
It's a elderly man blames Kaiser for his penis being completely corroded by catheter. Oh
What?
man.
Why? Stop.
And then it's just a picture.
No.
It's just a picture of a burnt up hot dog.
Just you can stop any time now.
It's called Split Dog.
Any time now. We have nobody watching now, and it's your fault for bringing up the split dick. Whoever brought up split
I didn't
dick,
bring up split dicks.
I think that was me. Yeah.
Yeah, your audience is like, "Fuck this, I'm out." I'm taking my intact penis and I'm fucking leaving.
I'm gonna download that album now.
There's another soundbite.
I'm taking my intact penis and fucking leaving.
And I got it again.
How many times do you want me to say it? And how many ways? We all know I cut mine off. I guess it's still technically intact. It's just not attached anymore.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't have a use for my 7-incher anymore.
Only
No.
7.
That's all you need. Well, I mean, really, you only need 4.
Mine is a lot lower, so probably like 1. But I like to think that if I had a dick, it'd be like a fucking foot long. I'd just whip that shit out, slam it down on the table,
So
and be
basically,
like,
what you're
"Make me
saying
a
is
sandwich."
you'd never get laid because women would be petrified of your penis.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I would need him. I'd have an awesome sex robot, and I'd whip that shit out all the time.
Make your own sandwiches. Be your own fucking she-male.
I'm sure I could enlist people to make sandwiches for me. I do
I'm a
it. I do it
strong,
already.
independent female that don't need no other partners.
I do it now though. Like the other day, I was like laying around and I'm like, I want food, but I don't want to do anything. So I just texted my friend and I'm like, hey, you should come over. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, that'd be great. And then I made her make pasta.
You bitch.
Good. And,
Yeah.
and you know, you didn't even have to fuck her to get the pasta.
I know, right?
I'm staring at a woman who's topless selling lemonade.
In your house.
I'd buy it.
just Twitter. Apparently apparently she charges $5 to spit on your face.
I thought
and
it was
$8 to spit in the lemonade and on your dick.
I thought it was the topless
What?
door lemonade saleswoman.
I'll tag you in it here. I love that it's just turning into let's tag each other and shit on Twitter. So that nobody in the chat has any idea what the fuck we're talking about.
I think that's
Well, apparently
the
nothing
theme
works
for the
on
last
my
3
chat.
hours, so yeah.
I mean, I kind of described it to you. It's a topless woman.
I mean, she's
will
all
spit
right.
on your face,
her
dick,
tits are a
or
little
lemonade
fucked
for
up,
money.
though.
Yeah, she's got pancake nipples. They're big.
I don't know what's going on. One is like a lot bigger than the other one, and they're just a weird shape. It looks like something happened.
It could be the way she's standing and her hair, the way it's.
Yeah, I don't know.
Her face is weird. She got downs a little bit.
She
Bane will
looks
be
like...
all over it then.
So for $10, you can pour the lemonade on her
That
tits?
was Nick with the fucking down heat boner.
I was gonna say, don't.
You're the one into the fucking midgets.
I just like watching them. That's all.
Wait,
Don't kink
wait.
shame me.
I have something for you.
No, please don't.
You know what would get sticky?
It's
Lemonade
happening.
on your
No.
tits.
Wait. Oh shit, wrong one. Fuck. I can't do anything right now. There it is. There you go. You can just replay that over and over again.
What exactly?
Go to Twitter, you'll see it.
I was just there. I didn't get anything.
Oh, do it again.
Let it refresh.
Yeah, I did. Oh, here it is. Oh no. That's just creepy. It's really creepy.
Oh, are you king? Is she not pretty enough for you?
You're nightmares now. Thanks.
She's got a dick.
She does not. She's just wearing a diaper, you fucking bitch.
Is that a diaper or is that a dick?
It's definitely a diaper.
It looks like it's swinging around a little bit. Like,
yeah, it's a diaper. It probably needs changing.
ew. I don't know which is worse, to have a full diaper or a dick. Like, I'd probably rather have a dick.
You're staring at it, aren't you?
Someone's getting pictures of spiders. About that, so.
Just letting it replay over
Definitely,
and over
I'm
and
telling
over
you right
again.
now, spiders will not mortify me nearly as much as
You know what it looks
will.
like? Did anybody watch the original Twin Peaks with the fidget?
Yes.
That's what it is. She's
Yes.
the fidget.
Yes.
It's like a shaved block or something.
Yeah,
never
man.
watched-
You told me you were into dwarves. I tried to appeal.
I never
to
said
you.
I was into dwarfs.
You did.
No, I didn't.
Somebody said they were
You
into
did.
dwarves for sure,
Yeah,
and then
it
I
was
told them to go to
definitely
New Zealand.
Yes, it was you. Stop lying. There's women here. We remember shit.
Damn it, bitches.
50 years from now, I'm gonna remember that you have a fucking midget fetish.
I won't.
I'm gonna get you a fucking midget stripper for one of your birthdays. You'd be like, here, go to Australia, find him.
There's something to look forward to at least.
Go to Australia. It's pretty small. Just hang out in the outback, and he'll come to you.
Well, you'll find each other. Don't worry about it.
You'll watch. He'll be like,
There's
like
only
a
like
dwarf
8
fighting
people
a.
still alive there, so
There'll be like a dwarf fighting a kangaroo out there, and you'll be like, "Oh."
That I'd watch.
I'm gonna rescue my fucking hookers.
Everybody would watch that. That'd be amazing.
That could be a new TV show.
Midget v kangaroo.
Yeah. You guys know you're all bogan out there.
What?
You're all bogans.
No, we're not.
You're like, yeah,
How
like
do you even know the
Australia
word
is like
bogan?
Florida.
Oh, triggered.
You're American.
I
You're
go
not supposed to know
places.
the word bogan.
You've upset him.
Yeah.
Continue.
That's because bogans are horrible.
I'm definitely not a bogan.
Mm.
Oh, I could just picture you,
You
like,
guys and your
carrot off.
cutoffs and your little fucking thongs, and you're gonna go out there and watch a midget try to fight a kangaroo.
Are you saying you wouldn't watch a midget fight a kangaroo?
Yeah, but I'm from Florida. There's like, I mean, that's not really like a thing. We're all bogan here, also. Like, Florida's pretty rough.
So are you in a swamp, or do you have a gator?
Yeah, in my
Please tell
pool.
me you have a gator.
Yeah, in my pool. I actually
In your
do have a
pool?
gator head, but
You gave it.
sometimes we live too far in into like the city type area. They don't usually wander out here. But I mean, I've definitely been places where we've been out and walking around, and you're like, oh, don't wake the gator.
Don't they like make off with children?
Yeah, I mean,
Anything-
they're
if
they're
it-
alligators. That's what they do.
They can get their teeth into it, they'll eat it. I mean,
Yeah,
Australia has them fucking crocodiles.
Yeah, crocodiles are
And dingoes.
angrier.
Dingoes eat
Yeah.
the babies.
We have coyotes. That happens with the coyotes too. We have Florida panthers that are pretty.
There's
Ruthless.
cougars up in northern BC. Fucking cougars are mean.
And
Yeah.
Sasquatch.
No,
bears.
Sasquatch,
We get-
Sasquatch are more like over Samage's way.
Yeah, they
We
come
have
in the middle
bears.
of the night
Bears
for bags
wander
of
through the neighborhoods.
Yeah, bears
Big
are a
ass fucking
pain.
black bears. Yeah,
But
but they don't usually
bears.
hurt anything. They just usually go through the.
They've killed 4 people all this year, I think.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty like relaxed here. It's probably because it's so fucking hot. It's like too much work.
They like to eat people.
They're
here.
They're like, I have so much fur. It's so hot. I'm just gonna eat this garbage.
Garbage fucking bears.
Yeah, they're
Have
garbage
you ever
bears.
eaten bear?
I have not.
Try it.
You're bogan also. You're all bogans.
Shut up, you fucking
Does
hillbilly.
the bear have to drink a certain amount of fruit juice each day?
Actually, yeah, the garbage bears don't taste good because they taste like garbage.
I'm sure. Ugh.
Don't eat the
I was so
trash
bad when they have to
pandas.
kill the bears. They're like, we had to kill this bear because he's too familiar in the neighborhood, and they just like hang out.
They don't.
kids will be
though.
out, like,
They
playing
fucking
basketball.
people.
Well, yeah, like the kids will be out playing basketball, and the fucking bear comes down the road, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's a problem." But I don't think I've heard of bears eating people so much here.
They do.
Usually it's
they
like
did, they
usually
fucking
it's like
will.
gators or some fucking dumbass hunters going out to try to go after the wild pigs, and they're all fucking wasted, and they forget that they're out there hunting wild pigs, and then the pig like eats their leg or something, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know how that happened."
It's because you're in Merca and everybody has guns, and the bears are like, "Fuck that shit."
Even the bears have guns in some places.
See, they would here. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
in Vegas. I mean,
Florida's like the worst for idiot moron news. Some guy was smoking a bowl
Florida
out
man
of
is
a.
my favorite man.
So hold on.
Oh my god!
When you're talking about bears, you're talking about older gay men, aren't you?
I mean, we have those too, but they usually hang out around Disney.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Usually I'm-
not right.
Usually on Pride days. They do.
That's not
Disney has
right.
a huge gay pride parade. They have
What?
gay days.
Why?
You didn't know this?
they
Fuck.
have gay days?
Yeah, they have
Why?
gay days. I mean, it's not officially sanctioned. All the fucking faggots go over there and they hang out. I don't know.
I actually
Why,
can't.
Why do children need a gay day?
No, it's not for kids. It's for adults. Dude, people who get into Disney are fucking obsessed with Disney. It's weird.
I like
and
Disney, and I
Yeah?
enjoy Disney, but I don't want my gays and my Disney intermingling.
They all go. I mean, they all go there. They have gay days at Disney, and they have like a uniform. They all wear like certain colors for certain fetishes and shit.
That's
huge.
disturbing.
And we have tons of pride stuff. You're like, why are you saying the Bears are going there? Because they fucking do. Jesus, how does nobody know about gay days?
Again.
Well,
Because we don't live near Disneyland.
Look, you're
I
talking
guess.
to two Canadians and an Aussie. All right. Obviously, we have no idea.
They are the cleanest, nicest people, though. Like, I mean, they're amazing. Like, they come and they're like, they come visit and whatever, and there's never a problem, ever. It's awesome.
Not like those fucking normies.
Oh, dude. You know, like, the best, though, like, it's the ones that are, like, from the UK are pretty good. I mean, they're pretty polite. The ones that are from Brazil, though, oh, my God.
Canadians, you don't even know we're there.
Yeah, no, I mean, Canadians are easy. Aussies are easy. Like, but, I mean, you get, like, a tour group from Brazil, and they're, like, the rudest people. And so, like, you'll be out with your family someplace, and they'll be asking you questions, and you're like, bitch, I don't work here. What do you want? And they're like, they get mad at you. They're like, you need to tell me. You American, you know this. You tell me. No, I'm not going to fucking tell you. I'm not getting paid. You got any money, bitch? Give it to me. Like,
I like that.
Like, why do I have to?
That's fucking, like, oh man.
They're crazy. And they're, like, really grabby, too. So, like, if you're someplace, they'll grab you. And, like, I punched some guy in the face, like, straight up, just turned around and just right across the face.
Well, yeah,
and
because
like,
you're violent.
Yeah, I'm violent. Because he grabbed my shoulders. I didn't know who was grabbing me. So I just came up swinging. And, you know, his whole, like, family was like, oh, my God. And they're, like, appalled. And I'm like, why are you grabbing people? And he's like, that's how we do it in Brazil.
Personal space.
Don't touch me. Like, you don't know me, don't touch me. Like, and then they go back and they're like, you don't know me, don't touch me.
Yeah, I don't know why you had Southern drawl there, but I'm okay with it.
I don't know. Comes out sometimes.
Apparently.
I get
when you get aggressive.
No, that's usually it go the other way. Usually it gets really northern. And that could be maybe some of what you're hearing.
Maybe. I'm not American. I don't know my American.
I try really hard not to get, like, super sassy. Sometimes I put a southern accent on purpose because, like, I get more stuff that way.
Do you?
Like, if I talk super fast and I'm like, you know, can you help me with this? Da-da-da-da, then they're like, no. And if I go over there and I'm like, hi, y'all, do you mind helping me out with this? I have a real problem. They're like, oh, sure, sweetheart, no problem. And I'm like, fuck. Like, I just asked you the same question with a different accent, and you were, like, totally not receptive to that at all.
Did you hear Hillary Clinton do a fucking speech down south and she put on an accent? Oh, my God. This is the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's, like, the most condescending thing, like, anybody could do. And, like, when I feel like somebody's being a moron and I need to slow my speech down, that's exactly what I do. I'm just like, well, sweetheart, let me just break that down for you. And, like, people start picking up on it because they're like, that's not how you talk. And then, yeah, I usually end up
honestly,
with
if you haven't heard Hillary Clinton put on a southern accent, you need to, because
I watched it.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
Why? It's an exceptionally condescending thing to do. I don't know.
Donald Trump got away with sounding like he's talking through a pair of fucking puckered asshole lips.
Well, I mean, it's Donald Trump.
Wrong.
That's how it goes. but like,
wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look, here's the thing about Donald Trump, and what I really want to hear, and I know I'm never going to hear it, but he's from New York, and my favorite superhero of all time is from New York, and I want Spider-Man to go, wrong, you're wrong. I want him to say it so bad. I want him to quote Donald Trump because it's so good.
I mean, but
Big.
Spider-Man.
Look, if you're from New York, you got the accent and the attitude. Just fucking do it. All right. I think that's part.
huge.
Well, the
Gonna be
thing is, like,
huge.
the worst thing is, like, when you talk to people and they're like, "What's the worst accent?" and they're like, "Oh God, the chick's from Long Island," and I'm like, I'm not from Long Island. I am completely accent neutral.
You actually kind of are.
Yeah,
Like,
I work
if you
really
just
hard at it.
hearing you speak, you'd be like, "Where is she from?"
Yeah,
Fuck!
I work really hard at it.
Okay, Fad thought it was from Australia.
You?
Yeah.
No, you sound really Canucky.
Hey, I do not.
Yeah, you do.
It's just because I'm drunk.
I just want to say it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be absolutely huge.
Huge. It's all gonna be
Huge.
huge. Don't worry about it. It's huge.
Okay,
Huge.
you sound like a fucking
It's-
Jewish mother.
Yeah, I mean, it's because you don't say the H, you say a Y. Just
Yeah.
sub it in. That's how it goes. Or, like, my favorite is,
What?
like, when people
Mecca
say you.
boots way worse than I do.
Yeah,
Who
Schmeckle
does?
He
Schmeckle?
boots like fucking
Yeah.
just right out there a boot.
And who's
I can hear it.
Schmeckle?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. That's funny. I say, I can't say the word orange. I say orange, and I say Florida. And I call it
they were all making
ferry,
fun
not
of
a ferry.
the way I said engine the last stream.
Like a car engine?
Yes. Apparently, fucking Raph told me I sounded like a racist Southerner. I'm sorry. Engine.
Yeah, because it's not engine.
It's engine.
That's a little
Sorry.
bit southern to
It's
say
okay.
No,
engine.
it's also very English. My grandmother, who
I don't know any English people.
Well, my grandmother was like, fuck it. She was so English you could barely understand her when she spoke. And I've just carried over into my adult life a few words.
That's
Engine
funny.
would be one of those words. Motherfucking
but
asshole.
what type of English accent? Because they've got 50 different accents
I don't
depending on
even
what part
know.
you're from.
She was Cockney for sure. Like
Okay.
just
Oh no.
like she was England's redneck.
Steve Bogan.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Don't try to fight it, just own it.
Yeah, you may as well. Just
It was
come
hard.
jumpstart
Like
it.
when I mean, like living down here was like different because that you're like everyone's like, oh, you're Floridian, that's cool, and you're like, nah, I'm actually from New York. But then like I've been here so long, I'm just like, yeah, I'm from Florida. And then people just start telling you about how fucked up the people in Florida are, and you're like, yeah, I know. Those are my neighbors. Oh. Hey, did you hear about the guy who blew his balls off? Yeah, I was there when that happened.
Florida man blows off testicles.
Oh my god.
Do you
There was a
follow
guy, I
Florida
swear to
man
God,
and
he
Florida woman on Twitter?
No.
You should.
There was
My
seems to be.
my
I mean, I get the paper, so I'm sure that I've seen it.
most people have to read about Florida Man on Twitter. You get it straight to your mailbox every day.
Yeah, I get it
really?
every day, all day, every day, and on my local news. They
Let's
had
see
one
what
guy
Florida
was
man's been up to lately. Let's
he
have a
was
look
smoking
here.
a bowl out of a compressed air tank because he's like all the oxygen's out, and he blew his balls off, lighting up this weed inside of a dive tank. I'm like,
Florida
why the
man
fuck would
pissed that AT&T trucks are working outside his house shoots out their tires.
yeah, that's about right.
Why?
I don't know, it's Florida. That's what we do.
You shoot people.
Everybody in Florida is like Yosemite Sam. They're just bah, 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 all the time. You're like, what's happening? Like, and they shoot the weirdest shit. You're like, why would you shoot that? Why wouldn't you shoot that? You could put a bullet in it, can't you? And you're
What?
like,
Okay.
yeah, but should you?
A group of strippers suffer diarrhea on stage.
That's fake. That didn't happen.
Didn't it?
Somebody sent
Oh,
that.
what a shame.
No, somebody sent that to me, and I was
Aw.
like, so I looked into it. It did not happen. I was
That's-
like, they're
Florida
like,
man
hey,
steals
did you hear about
sausage,
this?
jumps off bridge to avoid arrest. This one's real because it's on a proper fucking news outlet.
Oh, it must be
I
real.
mean, it is not
yes.
surprising. Like, none of this surprises me at all. Like, but yeah, they were saying that the food was bad at the club and that the girls were eating the food, and then the girls got all pissed because they're like, we don't eat the food here, and then the manager's like, stop saying that. It was a whole to do. It's like, how are we gonna get the customers to eat the food if you guys are saying you don't eat the food? And they're like, food's gross.
Oh, that's just sad. Florida fire started by book burning destroys 2 homes.
Does it say what books they were burning?
Please tell me it was Milo's Dangerous.
I'm gonna find out.
It was-
Let me see.
It was probably just anything with letters. I mean, just FYI, down here, books are the devil for sure. Like, we don't do books here.
Oh, we have no viewers at the moment. We've gone 0 viewers.
That's fucking
Everybody's
perfect.
pissed off because you're ripping on Florida. Stop it. It is the ugliest
The
state
man's
too. Like, if you,
intention was to burn some trash. It was purely by accident.
yeah, that's not surprising either. If you fly over the state of Florida, it's so like flat and disgusting. It looks like a big like pimple. Like, it's just like pussy and like nasty because like it's mostly swamp. So everyone's like, "Oh, I love flying over, this state, this state." Then you get over to Florida and you're like, "Ugh, the fuck is going on in that state? It's nasty."
What is it? Miami
not a good flyover
lawyers'
state.
pants erupt in flames during arson trial in court. What?
I hope that's true. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
At this point, do you ever stop to wonder that maybe the news in Florida is being manipulated to get tourism?
Oh man,
No,
I
nobody
fucking
wants to
hope so.
come here
Like
after that.
What if none of this is true and all of it's just a meme? It's a mass advertising campaign.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I'll be honest with you, I've met some of these fuckers. Like,
Okay.
Florida man,
And
suspended driver's
like-
license, drives lawnmower instead.
yeah, it's like when lots of people drive tractors like
Yeah.
everywhere.
Well,
Like,
okay.
they drive
well,
ATVs also. Like,
in that-
your
right.
ATVs are street legal here, so you can just drive your ATV. So if you don't have a driver's license but you have an ATV, so if you're 6 years old with an ATV, you can fucking drive.
Jacksonville man
or a golf
says
cart.
his dog shot his girlfriend.
That's probably my ex, honestly.
They've got pictures, but the girl's blurred out, but she's blonde. You're still alive, though. It's fine.
Yeah, well,
What? Florida man beats alligator with putter. Okay.
because
had
it
enough-
was probably on the gator was probably on the golf course, and he probably like felt threatened.
I don't know. That just sounds epic.
We're also the same state that they threw the alligator inside the Wendy's drive-thru.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, they were just
Everybody
like
wants to move to Florida.
they
Wait.
wanted to prank the drive-thru, so they just picked up it was like 3.5 feet long gator and threw it in there. It's on the surveillance video.
Who hasn't done that at some point?
Right.
Has Florida,
Oh, kids being kids.
has Florida legalized weed? Is that what's
Mm-mm.
going on here?
Nope.
No,
Right.
it's crack.
They legalized crack? Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
That's why she has so many crack babies.
You have all the crack babies.
Good night, everybody.
No.
Crack babies out.
Oh my
My flaps are
god. Oh yeah. Yeah, Florida man high on meth cuts off genitals, feeds them to alligator. Not surprising.
That's fabulous.
Homeless Florida man sent photos of his genitals to local real estate agents. Also not surprising.
Did you
That's
get any of
legit.
them on Snapchat?
No, I don't think so.
Probably.
I'm not a realtor.
I thought he might have been, sharing it
Playing the
around.
field.
Just
Yeah.
fishing.
Spamming
Florida
it out.
Florida man fills job application form in a gas station, immediately proceeds to rob the place.
Smodge is giggling.
That's actually pretty. I like that. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, this guy that trashed a Chick-fil-A in Jacksonville, he like went crazy and like threw shit all over the place.
Not surprising.
We have all the fucking winners. It
Sounds it.
I wonder if the eastern
Florida woman
part
holds
of,
fundraiser to get the people she's scammed to pay for defending her scam conviction.
I wonder if East downtown Vancouver has similar fucking horror stories to Florida man and Florida woman.
Vancouver is a cesspool.
It
But-
really is. Don't
That
fucking
cat-
believe the bullshit. It is not the most beautiful city in the world. It is not the nicest place to live ever. It's fucking gross.
Well, look, I'll acknowledge that Vancouver is like the equivalence of Hollywood in Canada.
It's
But-
scenic. No, Toronto is.
Wow.
Oh, this
Vancouver
is my
wishes
backyard.
it was Toronto.
What's
They
that?
don't
Where's
even
this
get
all
like
at?
what? Something I heard
Fight over free lipstick breaks out at MAC Cosmetics counter at Orlando Mall. I want to know which mall. Oh, Fashion Square. Yeah, that place is fucking. I wouldn't go there.
You're like,
That's
I don't
like
need
right
the
in my
lipstick.
backyard. Yeah. Fashion Square is fucking terrible.
She's just reading the local news now.
Yeah, it is. Exactly what it is.
Should we
There was a
should we
report of
wrap
a general disturbance.
up
Yeah.
in about 8 minutes? So
Yeah,
that
we
way
probably
we've got
should.
3.5 hours. I think it's long
Oh
enough.
yeah.
We've got one
Oh
viewer
come
at
on,
the moment.
the first bar was 8 or 5.
5,
6,
yeah. 5.
5.5.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Volume 2 can go off a little shorter. It's all right. I have a reference to like our convict in. We should wire him up somehow. Do they let inmates have fucking internet in Colorado?
I don't think so.
Fuck.
They might make the exception for us, but I don't know.
I miss him.
You know,
Oh,
I
this is
remember.
this guy.
You know, I actually remember that there was a thing going on. It was mentioned on the local news here about a Twitter account that it gets taken down and they come back up. But essentially, it was created by guys in prison, and people would sneak in like cell phones and stuff, and they would have a plan on it. They would internet and all that, and that's how they would get on there. They make these phone calls, and they do like live streams and gifs and videos and that kind of stuff. And it was never anything bad. And it was always something good. Like a bunch of guys just sort of have fun. They tell jokes. Sometimes they tell their stories, but most of the time it'd be like quick little things. And it was a really interesting thing. And there'd be a lot of guys who were like wannabe musicians, and they would sing songs and whatnot. It was a fascinating account, but it's always getting taken down because,
they're not
because
supposed to have internet, right?
no, they're not supposed to have internet, and then they'll have these videos, and then I mean they'll sneak the phones in, and then they'll hide them as best they can, and they get taken, and people will
Up
just
their
do it.
butt.
Well, no, we're talking like we're
What's
talking
the
like
coverage
iPhone.
like up there?
Well, it's not exactly all
Pretty
that good.
shitty, I'd imagine.
Well, each cell that has a window is the only way you get signal, and so
I
they
love
take
that he just keeps going.
Yeah.
Samaj, did you not
I know.
understand? Or are you ignoring it?
Yes, I'm ignoring it entirely.
Don't ignore the dad jokes.
Well, I think Anon's past her bedtime. She seems to be.
Hey, fuck you. There's hot dogs in my future. I ain't going to bed.
Phallic-shaped food, my favorite.
Ooh, and phallic-shaped other things later.
Whoop, whoop. I'm sad though. Nobody took out their pecs and decided to shake them this time.
Yeah, well, you squealed last time.
Yeah, I was so excited.
You know, Samaj, if you did a truffle shuffle, she'd probably squeal.
No.
Oh, come on!
No.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
No.
That's not an answer.
That'll be the only answer you get.
That's depressing.
Huh.
I hope you cry.
See, this is why I won't make you a sandwich.
Bitch, go make me a sandwich.
No, fuck you.
Fuck you.
You're gonna watch Schmeckle eat it.
Get him the sandwich. And
Big
yes,
Master Anonymous is in the chat going, do it.
Yeah. All right. Tell you
well,
what,
at least he came back to watch.
Of course he did. he heard truffle shuffle and he was like, oh, I need to come back.
Well, no. We'll see about that. On the bright side, I did manage to get some alcohol. Not enough to get me drunk, but at least I could say I had something.
Good. Can't come to the bar and have nothing. Can't come to the bar and have water.
Yeah, well, I was just drinking energy drinks. No, my brother came home and he had some, so I'm like, oh, thank God, I need something.
Master Anonymous.
These two bitches are filthy and disgusting, and I can't take it anymore.
Yeah, he's only here for the truffle shuffle.
Yeah, well, disappointment.
Oh. If she cries, will you do it?
No.
What if she puts googly eyes on her jumblies for you?
I was told she was going to do that anyways.
Yeah, but now
I'm
I'm using that to get myself a truffle shuffle.
No.
Samaj, I think you need to send.
Are you pimping out my tits?
I think you need.
just googly eyes on them. It's fine.
I forgot about that, honestly.
What was that? What's that, Bane?
I think you need to send Anon some SJW stuff on consent because she doesn't seem to understand.
Apparently,
no
she
means
doesn't.
no.
You should feel violated.
If he does that, I'm gonna go over there and rip his shirt off and make him do it. I'll get a taser. You won't be able to help.
Oh my
it.
God. Did you see the one tweet where
Quick,
somebody
Samaj,
was like,
quick, go to Patreon.
Master Anonymous goes, I'm not hearing a no.
I think we did.
No, I don't think we did.
No.
No, that's all I'm hearing is like muffled sounds. Is that you taking your shirt off?
No.
See, this is why we can't be men on the internet.
Oh, poor Doofland. Man, they should watch this stream and watch two women sexually harass all the men.
You would think that'd be like the feminist wet dream.
No, somehow it would be internalized misogyny, and you'd be doing it just to get attention or something.
Also, it's your fault.
And it'd be our fault, yeah.
well, and they also hate me because,
you're prettier than they are, and it's not.
It's my tits that are always out. How dare you have body pride?
How dare you have
farty
beautiful
bitch.
breasts, you horrible fucking white cis woman?
Are you a lesbian by chance? I'm not. God damn it. You are the worst of all the worlds.
I'm sorry your vagina's scary, beef curtains. Fuck.
Fucking roast beef sandwich. Now you know why they hate sandwiches so much. It's that comparison.
Oh, you know what? It's a cannibalism to them, isn't it?
God save
And
the
we've
cunt.
reached the end point.
Yes, I was just about to say that. Say goodnight, folks.
Good night, everybody.
Mate.
Bye.
End yourself.